Testosterone is back, baby, thanks to Red Mountain Weight Loss. Man, it was really low, and I called Red Mountain Weight Loss and got my testosterone where it needs to be. And I got to tell you, when your testosterone's right, you feel a lot better. You don't feel sluggish anymore. You don't feel like you're unfocused. You don't have problems in the bedroom. Things are better. The truth is, men today have 20% less testosterone than their dads did. So this is a solution by calling Red Mountain Weight Loss. It's a prescription, and it's prescription strength testosterone that you only can get from somebody like Red Mountain Weight Loss. And it's awesome talking to their people, and they make it super easy. So if you're losing testosterone and you're having a problem with energy and building muscle mass, you need to give them a call. I did. I'm so glad that I did. It's a Red Mountain Weight Loss. To book your free video consultation with a licensed doctor today, just get online, get real testosterone from real doctors with real great results. Go to redmountainweightloss.com. That's redmountainweightloss.com, or just dial pound 250 on your phone and say the keyword Red Mountain. It's Red Mountain Weight Loss.
Time is up. The IRS is in full collection mode for 2025, issuing liens, levies, and garnishments to anyone who has a past tax debt or unfiled tax returns. Don't wait till it's too late. Your paycheck and bank accounts are at risk of being seized. Call now and stop the collection process today. If you're living check to check, no matter how much you're making, you still may qualify for the Fresh Start programs offered by the IRS to reduce or eliminate your tax debt. It's just a 5-minute call to get your options, and it's free. If you owe back taxes, have years of unfiled tax returns, under audit, have a wage bank levy, or finally just want to sleep better, business or personal, call the experts at Republic Tax Relief while there's still time. A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau and tough, this veteran-owned company has the fight you need to take on the IRS. Don't go at it alone. The call is free. Call their hotline number now, 800-299-7590. That's 800-299-7590. Find out if you qualify today. Call 800-299-7590 or go to republictaxrelief.com.
Let's go!
On CW18, the NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs get even wilder.
Absolute chaos. My heart is pounding right now.
The title is up for the taking.
Survival is what it's all about in the playoffs. Oh!
And nobody
Contact made hard. Timbers are flaring.
is going down without a fight.
These guys are out of control.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs continue live from Charlotte, Saturday at 4:30, only on CW18.
We're following several breaking stories tonight.
WESH 2 News at 10 on CW18.
I'm Michelle Imparato.
And I'm Jesse Pagano.
Covering breaking news across Central Florida, bringing you the latest facts to keep you informed.
New details are coming into the newsroom right now.
And preparing you for what's ahead.
Strong to severe storms moving in.
Michelle Imparato, Jesse Pagan, Darren Stoltzfus, and Chief Meteorologist Tony Manolfi. WESH 2 News at 10 on CW18. Local, live, late breaking.
One night, two legends. Don't miss Paul Oakenfold and the Crystal Method. Hard Rock Live Orlando, October 10th. Tickets on sale now at the Hard Rock Live box office and Ticketmaster. Paul Oakenfold and the Crystal Method, October 10th. Hard Rock Live Orlando.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
If you ever need our help, we're just a call away. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Need help after an accident? Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1, Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeart Radio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. 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 That's check. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers.
The News Junkie is on. The 3 best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and Sealand.
It is Friday, October 3rd, 2025. Lots to get to today, from Diddy versus the Judge to another celebrity jailed for drugs overseas, and Taylor Swift gets raunchy and rich with a brand new album. Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina. Hello, Sealand. Howdy. And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. All you have to do is send us a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right to the studio in real time, and this never, ever, ever happens, friends.
What the heck happened?
I can't believe this. This is let me just double, triple check here. Yep, we got a last-minute message. It appears to be from the comedians in Saudi Arabia right now. Let's see what they said.
Have a great Friday, you motherfucker.
Wow, we did it, everybody. We made it through a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday's arrived. Yeah. Pat yourself on the back for making it through the week. Excuse me. My allergies are murdering me today. I apologize ahead of time.
Woo! If only it were actually the weekend like you thought it was.
Oh, don't bring that up, okay? I told you that in confidence. God. I woke up at like 3 a.m. and I was going to the bathroom and walking with like a dance in my step because I was like, oh, yeah, that's right. It's the weekend.
You thought it was Saturday?
Oh, God. I think, like, I didn't even question that it was Saturday. Like, I didn't even, for a moment, no hesitation. I was like, the weekend is here. Obviously, I'm going to go sleep in because why not? Why I could do that now. And then I slept in and woke back up. And when I woke up, I was like, still got as much time as I need. And 7 o'clock, I realized, you stupid son of a bitch, it's Friday right now. Oh. What are you doing? I was like, oh, my God.
I had a really weird middle of the night wake up because I think it was a THC soda night. You know?
Nice. Why am I riding on a giant drone?
Yeah. No. Did you send yourself off to space with those things last night?
No, this wasn't last night. It was a couple nights ago. But I woke up on the couch and I started to go to bed, and I had this crazy deja vu that I had already went to bed, and I was like, well, then why was I on the couch? Clearly, Ashley, because my throat was very scratchy. I go, clearly, my wife Ashley must have kicked me out of bed, and I just don't remember it.
Or she picked you up and carried you like a little baby.
That's definitely not the case. Hell no.
It would be so cute if it was.
No.
She's got you in her arms, and she's just taking you out to the couch.
All you see is her legs, and she lays you down, gives you a kiss on the forehead.
I got so paranoid that she might have kicked me out of bed for snoring that I went back to the couch and just slept there because I felt bad. And she came out. She came out for in the morning when she was getting ready, and she's like, "Why are you on the couch?" And I was like, "Son of a bitch! Could have been in bed this whole time."
Don't trust yourself. That's the lesson of the day. That truly
I told her it's never happening again. Next time, I'm just getting in.
You got to fight that. Well, but here we are. It's Friday, so let's have some fun together. Let's see what we got going on. Let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And we get to, well, the undeniable waterfall of slop that is covering everybody's social media feed right now. I can't take it. It's only going to get 7,000 times worse on all social media. Now that you can take this new OpenAI Soren 2 and do whatever you want and use like the characters that are owned by different companies, This is all the internet is full of right now. SpongeBob getting pulled over by the police.
Captain, keep your hands on the wheel. You almost wiped out 3 cars back there. Put it in park now.
I'm sorry, officer. I just...
Don't move. Doors locked. Unlock it right now.
I can't get a ticket.
Hey, stop the car.
SpongeBob pulls off. Like, I can't get a ticket again.
Oh,
Hey,
this is so great. That's from Sona 2?
what are you guys cheering this on for?
It's
this
hilarious.
Oh, man. It's going to be everything,
one more
though.
time, please. It's so funny.
The voice is pretty good, SpongeBob, though. Like, I mean, it's pretty good SpongeBob.
Captain, keep your hands on the wheel. You almost wiped out 3 cars back there. Put it in park now.
I'm sorry, officer. I just...
Don't move. Doors locked. Unlock it right now.
I can't get a ticket.
Hey, stop the car.
He pulls up.
SpongeBob.
I can't get a ticket right now.
SpongeBob deciding in the moment to run from the police is hilarious.
It's
everywhere. I don't even know how many people have access to this new video generation tool that we talked about yet.
I couldn't figure it out when they announced it.
No, I mean it's under
Is it
like
the
I think it's
homepage, or you have to get a separate app.
you know in the top left of ChatGPT's homepage. I think there's like you can select the plugins there and you can do it, but I have not tried it yet. But apparently the rest of the internet has. Here's a giant ham getting pulled over and getting a ticket.
Evening. You know why I pulled you over? Wait, is that sliced ham? Sir, step out of the vehicle for me. All right, off the wheel, buddy. Hey, don't. Hey, stop the car. Dispatch.
This is the whole internet right now. It's
just running from the cops.
Yes, AI slop content running from fake cops. I'll give you one more example. You're going to get inundated with this. I'm sorry to be the person to bring it to
I'm going to create my own
you.
all weekend long. Thank you.
Here's a dog cop arresting cats.
Line control, this is K9 Barkley. I've got 4 suspects in sight moving in. All right, fluff balls, pause where I can see them. You're under arrest for the crime of being too cute. You have the right to remain adorable. Anything you purr can will be used to melt hearts.
Oh my God! This is the whole whole internet right now.
Is it Sora 2?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah, I see it in the GPTs section.
Yeah, like the drop down thing you could select on the left or whatever. And so everybody's using it, and it's just a million videos of that. Or this, now they're taking your favorite characters because they can do that, and they're putting them in every movie. Like here's Pikachu in Saving Private Ryan because, why not? Like this is it. It's a hellstorm of AI content you're never going to get away from.
Private Pikachu, stay low. Cleared.
My God, we don't need any of this. We don't need it, but there it is. And millions of people are like, oh, Pikachu, Saving Private Pikachu. It's so amazing. It is kind of funny, though.
I wonder how long it takes. Like, could I get a decent video made by This Week in Florida?
Yeah, I think probably in a couple of minutes you could.
All right.
I think you could. Well, try it out. But
interesting.
This is the whole thing now because everybody with a computer and a Chat GPT subscription can go, actually, I want Forrest Gump, but it's not Forrest Gump and it's not Tom Hanks. It's actually Super Mario Brothers. And it's Mario. The Mario character is Forrest Gump. And then they generate it. They're like, look how great I am. And they put it out there on the internet.
Only thing we can do, though, is a cop pulling that character over. That's all we got so far.
Sealand will show you how to do it. Did you see it? Do you see it in the drop down thing?
Oh, yeah. I just sent you guys a screenshot because there are a lot of Soras.
Yeah, it's the newest one, I guess. It's just going to be your whole internet. It's going to be your whole world, folks. So buckle up as we wait to see what happens with Diddy. Diddy could get anything from time served. He's been in prison for about a year, I think. He'd get anywhere from time served to 20 years. 20 years is the max for the prostitution charges, the only ones that stuck on Diddy.
But weirdly enough, the prosecution was seeking 11?
The prosecution was seeking 11 years. Yeah, like almost right in the middle there. I get the feeling that Diddy and his team are like, we need to be released now. We've already served the year. This is ridiculous.
Dude, could you imagine the spike in plays if he gets prison time, like serious prison time, for We Ain't Going Nowhere, Bad Boy for Life?
There's got to be, either way, he's going to get an explosion of Spotify plays, iHeart plays, all those things, I would think. But Diddy wrote this letter to the judge. And this is the last thing the judge has had to look at before we see what the sentence is. And we may well learn it today during the show. Very good chance we learn it today during the show. And we'll tell you if he's getting out today, if he's walking free and doing his big, return tour and everything he's been planning on, or if he's going to be behind bars for another couple of years. He wrote to the judge, "Dear Judge Subramian, Subramian, I hope this letter finds you well and in good health and spirits. Thank you for the opportunity to express my thoughts to you. First and foremost, I want to apologize and say how sincerely sorry I am for all the hurt and pain I have caused others by my conduct. I take full responsibility and accountability for my past wrongs. This has been the hardest 2 years of my life, and I have nobody to blame for my current reality and situation but myself. In my life, I've made many mistakes, but I'm no longer running from them," Diddy says. "I'm so sorry for the hurt that I caused, but I understand that the mere words 'I'm sorry' will never be good enough, as these words alone cannot erase the pain from the past." So then he talks about being in prison for like 13 months.
Yeah,
he talks
you can't run anywhere, my dude.
He talks about, "I realize that I'm in a situation where no amount of money, power, or fame can save me. Only God can save me. I ask you for mercy today. For over a year, I've been locked in one room with 25 other incarcerated people sharing the same one room. In this room that I share, there are no windows. There is no natural or clean air. There's no sunlight. We all live in one room. We eat, sleep, use the toilet, take showers, and prepare meals all in the same room."
He's really upset about this. That's how you define jail.
I didn't get a 2-story jail cell.
You don't need to describe jail to the judge. I don't think you're going to get sympathy there.
Like, did you know there's only one room? This is unbelievable.
I thought at least it would be a suite of some sort.
I guess
door
so.
in between.
He says, he finishes up in his letter. And then
it's just been so long since somebody as rich as Diddy has had to only occupy one room for that long and share it with people.
Yeah, he probably just, he probably has rooms in his house that he's never even been in, would be my guess. But he finishes it up. Here's Diddy's letter to the judge. "I can't change the past, but I can change the future. I know that God put me here to transform me. Since incarceration, I've gone through a spiritual reset, and I'm on a journey that will take time and hard work." Totally believe him here. Yes, totally. "I would ask Your Honor to make me an example of what a person could do if afforded a second chance. If you allow me to go home to my family, I promise I will not let you down and I will make you proud. Today, I humbly ask you for another chance to be a better father, another chance to be a better son, another chance to be a better leader in my community, and another chance to live a better life. I'm writing this not to gain any sympathy or pity. The experience is simply the truth of my existence and has changed my life forever, and I will never commit a crime again."
Oh, that seems...
That's a very tough promise considering the amount of crime you did prior to that letter.
"I will never commit a crime again," he says.
Like,
he
even crimes that I don't care about.
Jaywalking.
Like,
can't jaywalk ever again?
Like, all the drug stuff that's not, that doesn't really matter that much to me.
Because you get away with your drug use?
No, it's just like he's not hurting anybody but himself.
Right.
So I think, like, what, you're not gonna do that anymore?
I don't believe him. I mean, I think this is what people say when they're in this position, and then when you're out for a year, you're like, "This was a travesty of the justice system. Every day I spent behind bars was a day that I was kept from the freedoms that I deserved. I was not convicted of anything." Blah blah blah. He's doing this because he wants to get out, obviously. And he could face as much as 20 years. We'll hear that today. Love this, though. From the desk of 50 Cent to the judge. "Dear Judge Subramian, I've had an ongoing dispute with Puffy for over 20 years. He's very dangerous. Multiple times I have feared for my life. I think you should consider the safety of the general public, Your Honor, before unleashing him upon them. There hasn't been enough time for him to reform or make any adjustments, despite his trying to teach a class in there. As you are already aware, the government has spent the maximum amount of money on deploying federal agencies, which appear to be an army, in 2 locations simultaneously. Later, his son, who's dealing with his own rape allegations, claimed the feds hit the wrong house. Anyway, Diddy's only going to return to hiring more male sex workers and keeping most of the baby oil away from the general public.
Diddy.
And babies need it, he says. My Netflix doc on this scandalous subject is coming up soon. 50 Cent chiming in. We will see.
That was already released. I guess it wasn't. We just talked about...
Oh, his Netflix doc?
Yeah.
His Docflix. just shorten that on my own. No need for that. No, the Netflix documentary, I guess, is not out yet, according to that, but he's pushing for more time for Diddy.
If Diddy does get out, it's going to be real awkward for him and 50 Cent.
Mm-hmm, yeah. If they're running to each other, it's probably good. Well, Diddy can't commit another crime. Yeah. He might be in trouble if that does happen. But we're watching. We'll tell you when the verdict comes in. Get your guesses in, what you think is going to happen to him. We'll see how all of that goes. And when we come back, we'll get into some feedback from you, an update on what's happening in D.C., and a lot more. A very busy, busy Friday. We're going to have some fun today, so have some fun with us. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Morning traffic's cleared up, although the road conditions are a little rough due to the scattered showers in the area. Expect reduced visibility and slippery roadways on I-4. You're going to get caught up in some slowdowns getting through the city. There's some slowdowns between Osceola Parkway and Apopka Vineland Road. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's.
Hello. Cameraman. Alive. Crazy news just coming out of the courtroom in the Diddy case, which I'll tell you about in just a second, which I think has a potential of actually hurting Diddy and what happens with the sentencing today. Info on that in a moment. Hey folks, hey, how are you? How you doing? Hope you're good on a Friday. We made it all the way through a week. Look at us go. Look at us go. So we'll give you that update on the verdict when it comes down. Some of you don't care about that. Don't worry. We got plenty of things to talk about today. I do want to share something with you, especially those of you who were here yesterday and watched the show. I want you to understand where I'm coming from a little bit, okay? To set the stage, yesterday on the show, I said there's been some talk of counter-programming the Super Bowl because a lot of people are like, I'm not familiar with this artist Bad Bunny, and he's a Spanish-speaking singer, so that's not going to make sense for me. Maybe I could watch something else. I say to myself, well, more options seems like a good thing. Most people should like that. I'd be interested in those options. There was some people floating like having Creed or some other band be like a counter-programming thing for the Super Bowl halftime show. Somebody pointed out that In Living Color had done it before, way back in the day on Fox, and C-Lane looked it up during the show. We found out when they did counter-programming for the halftime show sucked back then. And the counter-programming pulled in 20 million viewers, which made the NFL change everything. And my final point on the topic was, if this brought in a whole bunch of viewers, then I think the NFL would reconsider how they're programming the halftime show and say, what can we do to make sure we please everybody or keep the audience that we have happier, right? After the show yesterday, someone proceeded to go to advertisers on the show and tell them that I was a racist, that I hate black people, that they would never do business with their company unless they completely stopped advertising on the show, with a goal to burn the show to the ground, get everything canceled because of a milquetoast take about, hey, this Spanish-speaking halftime performer ain't my cup of tea. That's what I'm talking about, right? That's the whole point. Everybody gets up in arms, and it's like, Jimmy Kimmel has the FCC pressuring him, and they, kick him off the air on some of the stations for a week or so. But there are still these lunatics out there who are like, you don't 100% agree with me, so I want to silence you. And here's how I'm going to do it. Unilaterally, I'm going to go after the people that sponsor your show. And I'm going to tell them that you're some terrible, hateful person. To that person, to whoever goes out and does something like that, to anybody who does that, I have 3 words for you. Okay? 3 words. For anybody who wants to do that. Loud and proud. Suck my dick. That's what I say to you.
Do you have AC needs?
Keep trying, pal.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. CHECK.
.com.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. 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 That's check. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
Real Radio 104.1.
Send him your tips and your deepest, darkest secrets. Email tips at the
World's most viral newsroom. Welcome in. It's where you can have some fun and see all things going on in the world of viral news each day. Learn more about the show over at thenewsjunkie.com. Lots to get into. A couple of emails real quick. But one of the things that has popped up with the Diddy verdict that was crazy to me, I'm like, the balls on this guy to do this and then to get caught doing it. I saw that the U.S. attorneys, the people who are like up there trying to get Diddy for 11 years more behind bars, they went up to the judge at Diddy's sentencing hearing and they said, hey, judge, just so you know, I know you've read the letter and all this stuff that Diddy has had to say, but just so you know, he's booked speaking engagements in Miami next week. All right?
Is that right?
Yeah, just so you're aware, he's so confident that he is going to be released. He's booked gigs for next week and just plans on being out of here. That to me is like, guys, what? Talk about a dumb move.
Yeah. Has he heard of Tiger King? I mean,
yeah, right. Like, my God. All you have to do is just shut up a little while longer and just be humble a little while longer.
I mean, what gigs could he have possibly booked?
Speaking gigs is all they said, but I mean, the crazy thing is, Sabrina, as we both know, doesn't matter the amount of heat that is on you. Even Bill Cosby, when I want to say dozens, I think it's fair to say dozens when it comes to Bill Cosby. Dozens of women were claiming that Bill Cosby had done various horrific things to them.
Hello.
And still that dude was selling tickets to his shows.
We just weren't allowed to go to it.
We were banned from the premises, but you know what I'm saying. It's unbelievable to me, but quite the brave move there. All right, a couple of emails real quick that I wanted to get into. Our emails the show and says a couple of thoughts. First, about the comedians performing in Saudi Arabia, which if you're not initiated, the truth is that there was a big comedy festival, like a 2-week-long or so festival in Saudi Arabia, obviously a very, very repressive country where even going on the streets and insulting the prince or the royal family or the Saudi government can lead to you being tossed behind bars for question marks amount of time or worse, maybe even that, maybe even shot. But there's a lot of problems there, to say the least. And these comedians went over there, and some of them, including Dave Chappelle, who I think is a super funny guy, he went over there and was bashing America from Saudi Arabia. And it's fine to bash America. You know, I think it's funny. Like, it would be so dumb to be like, America is such a great country that it's above you making any jokes about us or about Americans. Come on. The funny thing is when everybody makes fun of everybody.
Oh,
That's
absolutely.
the funny
but
thing.
had he done that in America, what would be the backlash?
Nobody would have cared. Nobody would have cared if you did it there, I don't think. I mean, you do it in Saudi Arabia, but you won't do it about Saudi Arabia. You say, boy, freedom of speech feels kind of great in Saudi Arabia, but not so much back in the United States of America. I think it ruffles feathers. Anyways, back to the email. First, I don't think comedians bashing America and Sandland is too terribly worse than the insane amount of athletes in America who have done some absolutely heinous things and still get heroes cheers every Sunday. So he's obviously talking about the football protest. But I disagree with you because as we just were talking about, the problem is not insulting America or having issues with American policies or any of those things. The problem is where you're doing it from and whether you're getting paid millions of dollars to do it. For me, that's the thing. He says they simply know their audience. Well, we'll see. Also, he says, he thinks this is the most offensive thing I said yesterday, I guess. Bashing the cartoon Peanuts is where I draw the line. I can agree to disagree about a lot, but this is the GD worst. Don't you remember the outrage when Apple took over the Peanuts specials? I know tons of people who watch them every year dissing Peanuts and Snoopy. Now that is un-American, says this emailer. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. I was a Calvin and Hobbes guy. I liked it. I was also, you know what I liked? And I'll be real with you here. For a couple of years, I liked it, but I didn't really get the jokes. Far Side. I was into Far Side. I liked the Far Side comics were funny to me.
Dilbert
I was not into. I thought that was dumb. The guy with the stupid tie thing wandering around. Yeah, I don't like it. It was like
Wasn't
The Office
Dilbert supposed to be kind of for adults anyway, like working men?
It was in the paper.
Maybe. Yeah, like it was if you worked in a cubicle, maybe the jokes were funny or something. Yeah. It's not for me. But Peanuts, I just think is miserable. Charlie Brown's always got like the worst turkey or the crappiest tree. And there's the stinky kid. And then, the clever little piano riff. And I don't know. It's usually not that great. Over to Tara, who emails the show, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Hey, Tara says, my husband and I are super fans of your show. Well, thank you, Tara. I know my husband listens every single day on the way to work. His birthday is October 5th, Sunday. I was wondering if you could give him an early birthday shout out from his wife, Tara. We don't do birthday shout outs around here.
Happy birthday from Tara.
I know that would make his day. Thank you guys for making us laugh and learn at the same time. Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop, Tara. Thank you, Tara. That's very, very nice of you. And by the way, we don't always do this, but happy birthday to your husband.
Yeah.
Strange thing, she never told me what his name was. So
that's right, Tara's husband.
Yeah, Tara's husband is all we got. That's as close as we could get to it out there. All right, real quick, I want to tell you that people are not going to like this, but I'm going to say it anyways. I just think it's true. As of today, I'm proud to say for the southeastern United States of America, we beat this hurricane season. That's right. We did it.
Okay,
we
I take
beat
back
it.
that one clap.
We did
it, man. It's not over.
We beat the hurricane season. We're over the worst part of it. The shield is holding off of the East Coast. We're spinning out hurricanes off into Nowheresville and the Atlantic.
The Bahamas.
We're past the peak and worst part of all of this. And now it's like the chill time of hurricane season.
Sure.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah, we did. C-Lane's sign in his studio doesn't agree with me right now for you watching, you folks watching on YouTube. But I'm telling you,
generator.
we did it. All the meteorologist doomers were wrong.
The thing that Sabrina said, the thing that Sabrina just said is such a real thing. My friend got a real big generator, spent a bunch of money on it. Hasn't been able to use it yet. I don't even think he's got it actually. Like he wants it to get an electrician out there to get it wired in.
Oh no!
I'm
just gonna do an extension cord
for the big one, right? Mm-hmm. And so he's got, and it's such a bummer to have something like that you buy that's for an emergency. You spend a lot of money on it, and you're excited about it, and you're like, I don't have any reason to. You almost want to go
especially when your power goes out every other hurricane or tropical storm prior to you getting the generator.
You almost want to tell them, like, why don't you just load that thing in the back of your pickup truck and we'll go out to the woods and just glamp. We'll just
now
bring,
we're talking.
We'll bring all of the electronics and run it off that generator just so you get the chance.
I had a similar moment to that, and I'm feeling good vibes this weekend. since hurricane season is now, we're in a safe spot. We're good to go. We're all safe here. So we could talk about things like this. But I remember vividly when I was 11 years old, I believe. I was 11 years old. And my dad said, they handed out something at work today. And I go, what was it? And he goes, I wanted you to have it. And I said, oh, okay, thank you. And my dad gives me this box, and I open it up. And he said, yeah, they gave these out at work today. I thought you'd like it. And when I opened it up, it was an emergency wind-up weather radio.
I want to be this when I grow up.
At 11, I was like, I really like radios. I like these kind of things. And I was like, this thing is so cool. And then it was like the next weekend or two that Hurricane Andrew was coming. And I was going around the house, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get to use my little wind-up radio thing. And everybody else was like doom and gloom because we were in the acreage at the time just outside of Royal Palm Beach, Florida. And the storm for a while was supposed to hit us much harder. It ended up going through southern Florida and Homestead area, but it was the first time that I remember going through that stuff. And I was so excited as a kid. I was like, oh, man, I'll get to use my radio.
Very similar story where I had my dad had an underwater flashlight, and I was so excited to use it. And so I prepared, wait for night to fall, jump from behind the boat into the school of jellyfish.
Yeah.
And the flashlight was gone into the deep sea, my sibling had to pee in a cup and pour it on me. That did not help. So, I know what it's like to have the excitement as a little kid and it ripped from under you. Adults, it's now the generator that's ready to go, but it's ripped from under you. However, I disagree. I do believe we can't be in the clear yet.
Whoa, why are you putting those vibes out there right now? We are in the clear.
Reality?
Now she's jinxed the whole thing. Unbelievable.
If something happens here, we know to blame. Doing that with your jinxing ass.
No, if something happens,
it.
I'm saying we're in the clear. I'm saying things are good to go. I'm saying thumbs up. Things look nice. And then, other folks want to just go in a different direction. I think that's not great. I just drove through
downpours that I could not see 2 feet in front of me. Mm-hmm. Things are happening out there. You just haven't left the garage. That's a little
storm. No, I went outside earlier. I saw it was raining. Everything's fine out there. Everybody drive safe. But, hurricane season, we got them this year. Tell us what you think. Tell us what's happening in your world. Send us a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. Hoover emails the show. And Hoover says, you were talking about the Bad Bunny Super Bowl thing and counter-programming yesterday. Hoover says, what if Rammstein, the German heavy metal band, played the halftime show? They speak German but are known and loved worldwide. That would be a bad fit, sir. That would be Rammstein playing the halftime
that just got
show.
In trouble, one of them for sexual assault?
I don't know. Maybe they're just way more aggro.
Everyone knows one song.
Yeah, Du hast.
Yeah. Also, we know people who have been to a Rammstein show, and from the videos I've seen, that is too much pyro for the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
You can't fit a Super Bowl and a Rammstein in the same stadium and have that be copacetic.
Yeah, I think that would absolutely, positively be a bad idea as well. I think that would not quite work. But, all right, we'll see what you think about all of this. Do connect with us today via email like that, tips@thenewsjunkie.com, or send a dispatch, record yours over at thenewsjunkie.com. Excuse me, I apologize profusely. I'm going to take a quick Flonase shot, get myself ramped up where I need to be. The allergies are attacking me. I'll be good. When we come back, a mother is very, very mad. She is very, very mad about something that happened to her child. What is it? We'll go over what went down. And should she be upset, you'll hear what happened to this kid. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Classic Alternative this weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Real Music Weekends. Classic Alternative. This weather.
Thunder or two, playing for a 50% chance of rain with highs only warming into the mid-80s as we head into our...
Hello, welcome behind the scenes, folks.
God bless you. Can't believe we beat the hurricane season. Yeah. Bam. We did it. We beat it. They can't take us down no matter what they try to do. Nothing says halftime show more than Till Lindemann slapping a strap-on his keyboard player's back and then shooting liquid out of it into the audience. Yes, for that reason and many more, I think Rammstein, and also while we're at it, Gwar, bad Super Bowl halftime choice. Although, I would watch if it was Gwar. Excuse me. With all those pyrotechnics, it looked like a Charlie Kirk funeral. Yikes. I think you're in the clear, though. Enough time has passed. Too soon, everybody? Too soon? Now we're going to get a hurricane in December. Thanks, Sean. No. We're good. Hey, I'm starting with small goals anyway. My goal today, to make it through this show. Make it through this show. Without getting knocked off the air. Without getting canceled. Without getting any kind of punishments. Any of that stuff. I don't know why this thing is not connected. Had a minor Wi-Fi issue that I got to fix this weekend. Free Diddy. I mean, here's the interesting thing, folks. Let's just be real, okay? We can shoot straight with each other. Here's the interesting thing. I'm tempted to say the unthinkable. And I apologize in advance. Diddy should probably be released. They only got him on 2 charges of interstate prostitution. And just simply thinking about it that way, if I thought about what the sentence should be for somebody convicted of 2 charges of hiring a prostitute over state lines, I would think that a year in prison seemed fair for that. Now the problem is, Diddy is a terrible person, and everybody has seen the horrific video of him attacking Cassie, and everybody knows this guy's just an asshole who's waiting to get released and then probably going to do the same freak-off nonsense. So I don't really feel sorry for him in the slightest. And I wouldn't care if the judge did what I think the judge will do. I think the judge will give him a 18-month sentence, which means that Diddy will remain in prison for like 6 to 8 more months or something like that. That's what I think is potentially the outcome we're going to see. It could be time served, but I think we might see a small amount of time added on, and I won't feel bad for him. Shannon says, I don't agree. Tell me why. Tell me what you mean. What he did was awful? Oh, well, wait, hold on. You're saying what he did was awful. There's a lot in that, right? What he did was awful. I agree with you. But when I say what he did was awful, I mean beating women. I mean harassing and terrorizing people. I mean acting above the law. All those things are horrible. And for them, I wish Diddy the worst of luck. But the fact is, he wasn't convicted of those things, right? He was only convicted of the prostitution charges. 5 months would be the math?
Special thanks to MNC Fence, Puddle Jumpers, MCA Transportation, Jersey Mike's, and Just Call Mo, Orlando's injury attorneys. Get more information at realradio.fm/brew.
This October, the fierce real in the nation is taking notice. A petrified forest, Orlando's legendary haunted attraction, has been nominated for
says, yup, release him. I'm not going to find myself like on either side of this, because Diddy can kiss my ass. He's a bad dude. But I'm just saying, the truth of the matter is, you should only sentence somebody based on the things that they were convicted of in a court. Yeah, he wasn't charged or convicted of beating that girl, so it's kind of irrelevant. It should be. That's what justice is. You know, I mean, you could argue all day about just the term justice itself. But for me, in the justice system, you should not face punishment for things that you weren't convicted of. That's a really bad precedent. He paid a prostitute to cross state lines and then pee in Cassie's mouth until she choked. It's related to abuse. Again, there weren't charges on that though, right? Like, we're in agreement here, I think. I hope. He needs help, says Laurels. What do you want to bet he ain't never going to change? That's my guess. He's a very wealthy, powerful person who's only saying when he's saying to get out. All right, here we go.
My name is Arnold Bogarty, and prior to me enrolling in Rasmussen to become a nurse, I spent 16 years in the military. I went to visit the campus. The facilities were amazing.
Rasmussen University. Are you ready to be your own hero? Learn more at rasmussen.edu.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by crimeline.org. Give a tip anonymously.
Where common sense meets complete nonsense. This is the news.
The show by visiting the website, which is available over at thenewsjunkie.com. You can even subscribe to the podcast if you miss any of the show, thanks to iHeartRadio. Hey, real quick, worth taking a moment here to shout out. We've already had a winner in the keyword contest over here at iHeart. And that could be you next. So I just want you to know, whenever you hear on this station the keywords, make sure you're giving it a shot. Sometimes it's one of those things that people go, oh, $1,000. I'm never going to win that.
Big
Too many
whoop.
people are competing. Yeah, big whoop. But you don't realize that a lot of people do the same exact thing that you're doing. And then the people who do step up and give it a shot are like, holy crap, I won $1,000 just listening to the news junkie.
Yes, and it's worth noting our station really good with that.
Yeah, quite good in the past at creating winners, and I think you're going to be next.
And
I
you just
really
have to send us, what, $20?
I think we should up it. I think we deserve
$50.
I think 100 apiece sounds fair.
Okay.
I think we deserve
really whittling down that 1,000.
Well, guess what? 700 is better than nothing.
That is a good point. Glass half full.
And we're the ones who are giving them the access to the keywords.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So I think that means something. All right, this mother is very, very mad. This mother in the state of Florida is very upset.
Super mad mother.
Something that happened to her child in a Polk County, Florida school, I guess. And Polk County Public Schools is now investigating this incident, which took place in the last week or so at a place called Floral Avenue Elementary School. So it went down at an elementary school. The mother, I guess, went to the news, and we'll hear from her on Channel 10 in Tampa Bay and what she said about this. But the mother's got her little kid with them. And she said, this is just out of line. This is unbelievable what happened, and we can't stand for this. But I want to know, is she overreacting here or what? Let's see what happened. Here's the details from 10 Tampa Bay, CBS.
I automatically said, that's unacceptable. And I don't think nothing's funny about it.
Prather says there's a history of black people being described that way, which makes it extremely upsetting.
My skin is boiling. I don't even like racism, and to know where we come from and our ancestors, and for us to be labeled like that, because when they call us money, they basically saying that we're ugly, we act like a monkey, and all this and that.
All right, just so you know, what she's upset at, it was her kid's birthday at this elementary school, and the teacher was singing happy birthday to you. And I guess the teacher did the little part where it's like, you look like a monkey.
And you smell like one, too.
Yeah. And then mom was like, oh, my God, she did this because my kid is black. and is now saying that this was like a racist thing at this school. Desiree Prather is the mom who's gone to the news on this thing and brought these charges. Well, not actual criminal charges or anything, but just like these allegations of racism against the teacher. I'm trying to think of how they did this when I was in class when I was a kid.
It was just a song. I mean, I do remember that part, but in 2025, teacher, you could have just skipped that and avoided all this mess.
I definitely remember doing that when it was my friends' birthdays and stuff. It'd be like, you look like a monkey and you smell like one, too. And 0 times was it aimed at anybody because of the race. Like, it was not a thing like that. In fact, I think there's something sort of weirdly racist about people who do this stuff where you go like, they said monkey in the song and my son is black. And it's like, well, I'll be the one who says your son's not a monkey here. And you probably shouldn't make those correlations and make him think about that.
I made a lot of racist people too, though.
Yeah, but not with this. Have you ever heard anybody using the happy birthday song as a racist thing? I have never heard about that.
Happy birthday, dear.
No. Okay, teachers fired. All right. If they did that, teachers fired immediately. But in this case, I think it's just like a stupid little thing. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe mom's got some bombshells to drop.
Polk County Public Schools district staff and the HR department are reviewing this. I followed up with additional questions, like, is this the first time this teacher has sung this song to students? And I also asked, while this is being reviewed, will the teacher still be in the classrooms? I've not heard back yet.
I don't play games about my child.
In a letter to the school board, Prather asked for
let's see what they said.
Immediate disciplinary.
Okay, all right. Is this from the mom or something? It says formal complaint regarding inappropriate and racially insensitive conduct by a teacher. I can't tell who it's from, but I'm imagining this is from the mom. It says, I am requesting the following: a full investigation into the incident, including video in question and interviews with all involved. 2, immediate disciplinary action against the teacher involved. I can't see what 3 and 4 on the list are, unfortunately, right now, the way this is blocked off. Maybe they'll scroll it up. And then 5, a written explanation of what steps will be taken to ensure that no other student is subjected to this type of behavior in the future. This seems like a massive overreaction, honestly. This seems like a lot.
Action and counseling for her son.
Counseling?
After receiving no response, she decided to show up in person.
Buddy, the way I tend to look at these things? I'll give you 2 options here, all right? Which one of these do you think is worse for a young, growing kid? 1, they sit in a classroom and somebody says, happy birthday to you. You look like a monkey and you smell like one too. And everybody laughs and they poke the kid and, yep, happy birthday, buddy. And they celebrate their birthday and go on with their life. And then maybe you have some more nuanced discussion afterwards with them and be like, that part about the monkey thing, we don't like that. Or second option, you go to the news, your little kid's on the news, you're requesting counseling for your kid. Like, you're going to send your kid to some professional to sit down to talk about this song that was sung in the classroom that otherwise wouldn't have been a blip on his radar, Little kids don't think about things like this. It's one of the most beautiful things in the world. Little kids are not racist, okay? No. Little kids are not racist. They're not born like little racists wandering around the world.
We're doing hypotheticals here, so now that birthday song is sung, it's time for recess. All his classmates are calling him monkey.
Then the kids would be racist for calling him a monkey.
But they don't know the difference. It was in the birthday song.
I mean, I don't know. That would be a different thing to complain about at that point in time. Did that happen? I don't know that she said that this has happened as a result of this. I think it was just a little blip, and they came back. The kid came back and said, "Yeah, they sang the song or whatever." They said, "Would you like the?" Hold on. Prather's son had just turned 6 3 days earlier. 6 years old. This kid. He wears shorts and a dark shirt bearing the school's logo. After the students finished singing "Happy Birthday to You" in the 28-second clip, because it was posted on Instagram and TikTok, I guess. They said, "Would you like the funny song now that I sing to you?" The prompting a nod from the boy. "Okay, it goes like this," says the woman. She proceeds to sing in a jazzy style, accompanied by finger snaps. Happy birthday to you. You live in a zoo. You look like a monkey and you smell like one too. After like the kids were singing, I guess.
Teacher.
The teacher has received death threats, according to this, because of course, God, there's so many things
From
like this
the
that feel
mother?
you know what would be like acceptable to me? Like, let's say the mom didn't like this. I don't know. If you're very focused on these sorts of issues, if like your race is such a big part of your identity, you can look at the world through a lens and sometimes see things like this. But if I was a parent and I was doing that, I would simply go to the teacher afterwards. I would probably not even really bring it up with my child. And then I would talk to the teacher and go, hey, not for nothing, between you and I didn't like that you did this. Could you not do that in the future? Maybe not do it for other kids. Fine. Totally fine. Totally fine. But the whole like public display here and then having your kid, you want like counseling for your kid. I just think, honestly, there's no way in my mind that doesn't do more emotional damage to the kid than just a little song that he didn't even think anything of. That's just the way I take this in. Maybe you think I'm wrong. Let me know. Maybe you agree. Let me know. Send a dispatch over on thenewsjunkie.com. Let's see what else she says here.
They just kept saying it's an active investigation. They can't answer no questions or anything like that.
Angelicia Bruton, 10 Tampa Bay.
There's a little guy.
Who says her son was moved to a different classroom after the incident, but he hasn't returned to school since. She now plans to transfer him to another school.
Oh, my God. Oh, is this it? All right, these are just the kids singing regular.
Would you like the funny song now that I sing to you? Okay, goes like this.
All right, he says yes.
Happy birthday to you. You live in the zoo. You look like a monkey. And you smell like one, two. Woo! Give a clap, everybody.
There's the actual moment that was posted after all of this. We can't see the teacher. I don't know anything about the teacher. For all I know, the teacher could be black. And then they sang the little song to these kids. Well, I don't know. I mean, it would be assuming at that point. But that was the moment there. Let us know what you think. Give us your thoughts over on thenewsjunkie.com. All right, lots of you are sending in emails, and we'll get to some of those here momentarily. I thank you for doing it. It's without you, there is no show here, okay? So thank you for sending those over. In fact, just to show you that we care about them, I'll play one right here. Here is here's Antoine talking about this teacher.
I don't know if the teacher was a racist, but I know one thing. White people show love, tell them black folks how to act and how to feel about certain situations. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, he said, I don't know if the teacher was a racist, but I know one thing. White people sure love to tell black folks how to act and how to feel about certain situations. I tell you that. Well, I mean, here's the reason why. I'm not going to infantilize you or any other black person out there. I'm going to treat you like I would treat any other human in the world, with respect and dignity, and just like anybody else. I think infantilizing people is a pathetic way to go through life. And I think you shouldn't view everything through the lens of race like that. But I imagine we differ on those opinions. And I appreciate the dispatch regardless. Maybe one more. Oh, no. Why? I'm not even playing this. This is somebody going after the woman who asked for a birthday wish earlier. For what? What did this woman do? She just said she wanted a birthday wish for her husband, for God's sake. Hang on. What does he say?
Happy weekend, News Junkie crew. I'm just here to say, screw Tara's husband. I don't care if it's his birthday October 5th. It's my wife's birthday October 5th. Happy birthday, baby. I love you.
All right, you kind of Michael Scotted it by proxy. Happy birthday to her, too. We can't get into this whole happy birthday thing, folks. There's a lot of you out there. We can't do each and every one a happy birthday shout out. But how about this? To all of you with birthdays in the month of October, happy Halloween and happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. You want me to sing the funny song?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Quick break. When we come back, we'll hear from you. We'll get your thoughts in on the show. An update on what's happening in Washington, D.C. Some interesting stuff there. And ratted out by ChatGPT. This is the future, kids. Wait till you hear what happened to this kid. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
The off-ramps blocked from I-95 northbound to International Speedway Boulevard. That's causing some off-ramp backup from I-95 northbound to LPGA Boulevard. A crash is getting cleared up here on Florida's Turnpike northbound near US 192. We got a scattered...
Hello.
This report is sponsored by ExpressPros.com.
Hello, chat. Lewis says, notice that the two black kids didn't find it funny at all.
Experts in your community are dedicated to helping you find a job.
It's 2025, man.
There's always an office in
It's
your
not
area.
2005 anymore.
ExpressPros.com to find an office near you.
Guys, when was the last time you opened your power bill?
All right.
Oh my gosh, it keeps going up, and it doesn't seem like it's stopping anytime soon. Imagine if instead of...
All right, we got a couple minutes, and we're back live on the show.
Company charges you, you can take control of your energy, lock in lower cost, and enjoy predictable bills for years to come. That's where Solar Installers of Florida come in.
You know, there's a underlying wave here of like the final remnants of I'm offended people. It's like the death throes of the I'm offended movement that started back in 2005 or so. To the point where things got so weird, I had that Everything's Offensive song on the show. And now most people are like, all right, screw that. Let's move on. Let's try to bring ourselves together as much as we can. Let's try to celebrate things that we have in common. And there's these like final vestiges of that I'm offended, pearl clutching world that I think they feel like they've lost their power. They feel like, oh, every little thing that I complain about isn't escalated to cable news networks now. Sorry. Too bad. Mariana says, wow, thank you. I have a birthday in October, but you are a bit racist for not doing the funny part. Hey, I had to stop. We were going to break. There's only so much time. Big Doug Millionaire says, oh yeah, I'm really getting that let's come together vibe. Well, go touch grass, man. Jesus Christ. Get outside and talk to your neighbor. Go in the real world. Go out there. We live in a world where like the fringe 10% on either side can literally make you feel like everybody hates each other. Go walk around your neighborhood. Say hi to some people. Engage with human beings. People are nice. Most people are normal. Most people want to make a paycheck, have some fun, go watch a movie, go see a Lil Wayne concert, go hang out with their friends, be able to do whatever they want, watch some football. Bro, you're more online than anyone? I'm pretty online, but I'm pretty damn good at separating the two. It seems like it's gotten to your, it's sunk into your frontal cortex a little bit. Ethan says, the reason why the I'm offended crowd is dying off is because we now have more serious issues on our country. We can't be focused by people being offended by little things. Good, it was a waste of time. Stupid. It's the squeaky wheel movement that has finally mostly gone behind us, I think, in the rear view. Story when we come back has a young guy who was on a crime spree. And during the crime spree, this young man was confessing to the crime and asking for advice to ChatGPT. They used that information against him, and now this kid is toast. He's toast as a result of it. I'll tell you all the details in just a moment here. But a very simple, basic question. Do you think people's AI history should be something that could be used against them in a court of law? We allow it with search histories, right? Like Google searches. We allow that. So should we allow, if somebody does something and they were conversing with ChatGPT, look, here's the evidence. Here's what they were talking about. I think we should, right? Why wouldn't we? Why would you allow in search history but not like AI chat? That seems pretty relevant to me.
You're still glowing.
What do you think?
You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine. And health
All right, here we go.
weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Got questions after an accident? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free, new and improved iHeart Radio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, dollar, DOLLAR. That's dollar. Enter it now at realradio.fm. Good luck.
Filling in the gaps between the New York Times and World Star. This is
through the most viral stories of the day. And I'd love for you to take a moment of your time, and just so you'll always keep up with us, subscribe to the podcast on iHeartRadio or wherever you get your podcasts. We'll get to you and your feedback, your dispatches, all the rest of that in a moment. I don't know why there would be any controversy over this. It just kind of makes total sense to me, if I'm honest. We have to move along with technology and stuff. And there's this young dude, a teenager, who now is in big trouble because he was in the middle of a crime spree and he kept talking with ChatGPT, and he was like admitting his crime spree to ChatGPT and asking for advice, which usually it won't give you advice on stuff like that. But
no,
maybe he was being like clever about it. However, he confessed to it, and then there was this effort to search his stuff, and they found his conversations with ChatGPT, and they used it against him. And I'm like, well, but if they use your Google search history, and they're allowed to do that, and they use other evidence against you, it makes total sense to me that they'd be able to look at what you posted in ChatGPT, and that could show whether you were innocent or guilty on these charges. And let me see, this is the actual document here. Let me bring this up. Hang on one sec. He's 17 years old or 19 years old. Minutes after vandalizing 17 cars in a Missouri college parking lot. 17 cars, buddy. Jesus. He had a lengthy ChatGPT conversation where he confessed to the crime, asked about the possibility of getting caught, and wondered if there was any way they could know it was me, according to a probable cause statement. Well, I know one way they could know it was you, sir. All you have to do is take a look at the searches and history on your ChatGPT.
But, I mean, I'm very curious how they got the probable cause subpoena for his phone for vandalism.
Here's the thing. He consented to letting them search his iPhone.
Stupid.
Come on.
They're like, well, if you didn't do this, if this has nothing to do with you. This is like the oldest cop trick, by the way, everybody. You should know this. Well, they go, well, you didn't do this, right? You don't have anything to hide. Let's take a look at your phone.
You don't need a lawyer if you're not guilty.
Yeah, only guilty people get lawyers. Just let me see your phone and we'll clear all this up and we'll get it past us. You're an innocent guy, I can tell. Then you give them the phone and they're like, gotcha. When confronted with surveillance footage and other evidence, this 19-year-old said he could see the resemblance between the suspect and himself, and then he consented to the search of his iPhone. A subsequent review of the device revealed location data placing him at or near the scene of a crime, as well as a troubling dialogue exchange with ChatGPT on his phone. Here's what he said to ChatGPT. How effed am I? Will I go to jail? And the AI program gave him some tips about the outcome of getting caught or being involved in this behavior. He said, what if I smashed the S out of multiple cars? So according to the affidavit, they said he became aggressive towards ChatGPT after getting the
That's
results
why you got
he didn't
ratted
like.
out by your boy.
Yeah, he didn't like the results he was getting from ChatGPT, and he said, I will kill all you effers. Upon returning to his apartment to wind down a bit, he declared, I got away with it last year, and I don't think there's any way they could know my face. It felt really nice to F their S up, he said. He didn't get away with it. He's now been booked on some charges here and is facing some destruction of property
He probably
charges.
would have if he was paying for the pro account.
Maybe. Yeah. Or just was smart enough to not give his stuff to the cops when they asked, buddy. Come on, man. The thing that's kind of crazy for young kids, this is just crazy to think about. When I was young, when most of you were young, if there was an allegation against us, I'll give you a personal example. One time there was a knock on our front door about 6 p.m., just starting to get dark. And we were in the house. I was doing some homework. And my mom goes, who's that? I don't know. My mom goes to answer the door. And some guy is on the other side of the door. And he goes, your son owes me money. And I go, oh, my ears perk up. And I'm like, what's going on over there? And he goes, him and his little rapscallion friends.
Rapscallion?
These little bastards, these little rapscallions. They came over to where we work at this nursery, nursery where they have like all these potted plants and flowers and stuff that was down the street from my house. And they said they had a water balloon slingshot and they were launching oranges at the portable that we operate out of in this nursery that we run. And it busted through the wall, completely busted through the wall because they must have shot some other stuff like rocks. And my mom's like, Sean, did you? And I'm like, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Shout out from around the corner. And the guy's like, yeah, it's him. That's him. And my parents are having a talk with me, and they're accusing me of all this.
Your mom, like, low-key rats you out by going, Sean, did you put other things in your water balloon slingshot?
I told you, just water balloons.
My mom knew that my friend down the street had a water balloon slingshot. So pretty quickly it was like, but as a little kid at that age, like 12, 13, you're like, no, whoever it is, I want justice to come.
That's not right, man.
Yeah. I hope they find the guy, whoever it was. The perpetrator should definitely be arrested. And totally did it, like 100% guilty. We had a water balloon slingshot. We were bored kids. We fired some stuff through this guy's little portable on his property. But when we left, it was like that guy kind of saw some kids running down the street afterwards and assumed some things. And then it was our word versus his. Now, my dad, I think, fixed the guy's stuff and, made it right by him. It all was okay after that. We didn't do it again, obviously. But now the guy would go, well, that ain't where it ends. It ain't the kid's word against mine. I want to see his cell phone so I could see if he was over by my property. I want to see all the security footage because there's cameras everywhere on planet Earth now. I want to see if afterwards he searched for anything about this crime or went over to ChatGPT to confess about this. Oh my God, kids, the traps are everywhere. They are everywhere. It's so hard to get away with those little things that you used to do.
Also, how is it 2025 and the mugshot camera for this kid is not better than that?
Garbage.
They don't have the budget for it.
It looks like it's in a cloud of smoke or something.
ChatGPT, though, ready to help them out. Again.
Oh, my God. So vandalizing 17 cars in a Missouri college parking lot, not a good idea. Not a good idea
was it
for
fun,
you.
Though?
Probably. Crime can be fun, I'm sure. It was when we was using that water balloon slingshot, honestly.
I actually have a story for this week in Florida that I had to ask ChatGPT some stuff, and it came at me with the attitude of, it thought I was asking for help on crimes or advice on committing crimes. And I had to be like, no. I am researching a story about a crime that was already committed, and I want to know why this.
The old Roger Waters defense. I see. Yeah, that works sometimes. Worked for him, if you look that up. But very different, by the way. Just for the record, I'm not saying that Sealand is doing the same thing Roger Waters was doing, okay? I'm not suggesting that.
What did Roger Waters do?
You don't want to know.
was it him or Pete Townsend? Am I mixing the two of them up? There was one of them that was looking at child sexual material online.
We're not saying CP anymore.
Well, and the cops busted him, and then he goes,
Pete.
I was writing a book and I was doing research,
Which
and
is
that's
the Who.
why I was looking at the Who is Pete Townsend. And I think I say with zero confidence.
It was him.
It was him? Okay, yeah. It was like writing a book and use that as an excuse. But if you're a kid, try to get off the grid if you're going to do some of these little tiny crimes. Everybody does it. We all do it. C-Lane and Sabrina, plenty of little things that you do, I'm sure, when you're a little kid that you could have gotten in trouble for. But you probably didn't go home and blab about it to everybody.
Hell no.
You didn't tell ChatGPT because thank God that didn't exist when we were little. You didn't have nearly as many cameras. Oh, that would have been better. The good and the bad. With all these things, there's really, really, truly the good and the bad. Tell us what you think. Send us a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. All right, lots of emails coming in. Let's see here. Keep me anonymous, says this person. I don't know who's listening and who will get offended by what I'm saying. He's talking about the story where the mother was upset. She wants this teacher to be punished because the teacher sang a birthday song in class and then filmed it, put it on Instagram and stuff. And she said the happy birthday song with "You look like a monkey and you smell like one too," that we would sing joking around when we were a kid. But the mother and the child are black, so she was very upset about this. So this anonymous person says, I don't know who's listening will get offended by what I'm saying, but if this song is really offensive, then we need to cancel the children's movie Madagascar. That song is sang in the first movie, and that's how I learned this song when I was a kid. I do not remember that from the Madagascar movie, but I believe you.
Haven't seen it.
Yeah, I believe you. I don't think you would be making that up in the slightest, but thank you. Somebody else emailing about Hulk Hogan, and I guess there was some malpractice situation going on there. Yeah, the Hogan family after his death have been really divided on some things, and they've been, a bunch of the family members, really pushing for more of an investigation into how his medical treatment went in his final weeks. And they seem to think that something was going on that was wrong, that was something that led to his death. And I think they deserve at the very least to get down to the bottom of that. Just like the story with the roller coaster death. Even though I think some of the attorneys that come in on these things that are looking for money and have dollar signs in front of their eyes, and they want to put the companies back against the wall so they can make themselves a few more mil, I think that's kind of gross sometimes. But I also think the family totally deserves an investigation into what happened. I think that they deserve that. I think the people in those positions absolutely deserve that. We'll see what you think about all of this in just a moment on the show. Let's see here. A couple of things to touch on. This seems hard to believe to me, but I guess a huge new investigation by a bunch of institutions shows that time on social media has actually gone down.
What?
That it peaked in 2022. And I'm trying to think, okay, 2020 was a pandemic.
COVID?
Yeah, it peaked in 2022. It went up during COVID, but it's on the way back down, they say. And young people have been the first to cut back. Of course, I think you could argue that young people probably were using social media the most to begin with. And 16 to 24, that demo, it does seem like they were on social media the most. But they have cut down quite a bit from their peak usage of all these platforms. And really, if I'm looking at the graph correctly here, it looks like almost all of the demographics have pulled back a little bit. Do you think since 2022, Sabrina Sealand, do you think your social media usage has gone down, stayed the same, or gone up? Because I think mine's probably the same.
I think the same, honestly. I don't know if I've posted as much, but I am definitely doing some screen time when it comes to just watching.
I mean, I haven't gone down in terms of the amount of time I've been on social media apps. Certainly, I don't think at all.
I think my posting is definitely down because I don't plug gigs anymore. So there's,
or you don't celebrate every Sunday Fun Day.
Right.
Hashtag sucker free.
Yeah. Sunday Fun Day it had its own hashtag as well.
Yeah.
I still celebrate it once in a while. I just don't advertise that I do.
All right. Well, I'm talking to you. Have you used social
I
media?
just answered
less?
you.
No, that person. Have you
that guy.
used it left? Let us know. Send us a dispatch. Record your video or audio dispatch right now at thenewsjunkie.com. All right, quick break. Everybody's freaking out over this Taylor Swift thing. You know what's crazy to me? They think that movie might be #1 at the box office this weekend. And it literally just seems like it's a behind-the-scenes movie with Taylor Swift. It just seems like it's like
it's this weekend? I thought it was the 13th that it's happening.
No, I believe it's this weekend. I mean, I could have that wrong, but I think it's this weekend. It's supposed to be the #1 movie in the country. It's going to make estimated between $20 and $30 million. And I started thinking to myself, I'm like, imagine they keep this out for a couple of weeks. Taylor Swift makes like 50 mil off a behind-the-scenes movie that prior to this would have been released on YouTube. And now they're like launching it in theaters and making tons of cash off of that. Yeah. That's kind of crazy to me. But people pay for it, man. These fans are nuts. And I'm sure some of you will go. But we'll talk about that in a bit and some of the drama around it. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show. He thinks golf is working out.
I never said that.
The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
There's a crash getting cleared up on the ramp from I-4 westbound to Florida's Turnpike. An accident on the ramp from I-95 southbound to LPGA Boulevard. The ramp is blocked from I-95 northbound to International Speedway Boulevard. Look out for crews on the roadways here. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Gorilla Tape. Get storm ready with strength you can trust.
Storms coming? Prep with Gorilla Tape. It's tough, weather resistant, and sticks.
Hello. Question for you. Hang on. I just want to settle this. Somebody emailed and said, if you listen again to the teacher's song, the one she was singing the happy birthday song to the kid, she said, you act like a monkey and you smell like one too. Does the song traditionally go, you look like a monkey and you smell like one too, or you act like a monkey and you smell like one too? I legitimately do not know. In my head, I thought that it was you look like a monkey, which is, of course, seems worse. Seems like it could be worse than this silly situation. But they're saying that it's act, not look. You look like a monkey and you act like one too? That's not, no. No. That's definitely not it. You look like. I always heard look. Yeah, I always heard look. Maybe she said act. I can read the email and bring it back up. Peachy says both. It's supposed to be look like a monkey. Yeah, that's how I always remember it. Is you look like a monkey and you smell like one too. Maybe she said you act like a monkey and you smell like one too. We could go back to the tape if it's that important. Get ready to be triggered in chat. Hands up. Any Taylor Swift fans who have listened to the new album or are going to the movie this weekend? There must be one of you.
Top reasons your career wants you to move to Ohio. So many amazing growth
Love T Swift?
high-paying jobs in technology, advanced manufacturing, engineering, life sciences, and more. You'll soar to new heights.
I mean, there's got to be a bunch. Just numbers-wise. Because that movie is going to make... I think it might only be out this weekend. It may only be out from like the 3rd to the 5th or something. But it's probably going to make $20 to $30 million or more. Crazy. Maya says, I have 4 daughters and they bought me a ticket for tonight, but I have bowed out. Too much for you? I thought we spelled canceled with only one L in America. I spell it with two. I know on her album, I think she spells it with two. Sam doesn't care. Erica says, not a Swiftie, but I don't begrudge those who are. Let them listen to and spend their money on what they want. Yeah, I mean, I don't care. You do you. I mean, I think more options for more people are better, right? People like certain stuff. Some people like Taylor Swift. And you'll see that by the amount of people that pay to go to the theater to see what amounts to like a behind the scenes, I think it's like 90 minutes, 80 something minutes, like a behind the scenes 80 something minute video about her album. More power to you. 90 seconds and we're coming back. My theater has 28 showings. Are you serious? Of the movie tonight? 28 showings of the Taylor Swift movie? Damn. It is cheaper than a concert ticket, that's true. Chaos, please do not goon. There's enough other things happening on Twitch that we don't need gooning along with the drizzling, all these other issues that we have. Please. I beg of you. Here we go.
Any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at VaxAssist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Fall is sports season, and iHeartRadio has it all. The NFL.
Touchdown, Green Bay Packers.
MLB playoffs.
It is gone.
College football, the NHL, and NBA preseason moves are underway. From scores and reactions to interviews and hot takes, it's all at your fingertips on the iHeartRadio app.
Appreciate you taking my call, guys.
Lock in with your favorite teams with play-by-play, podcasts, and local stations where you can react and join the conversation. Sports on iHeartRadio, where fans live it.
WESH 2 News at 10 on CW18. Local, live, late breaking.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, dollar, DOLLAR. That's dollar. Enter it now at realradio.fm. Good luck.
Occupying the space between high society and prison tattoos. This is the News Junkie.
Going to get dragged along to the movie theater this weekend to pay, I don't know how much money a movie costs anymore, $15, $18 or whatever, to go see the Taylor Swift thing. It's crazy, this Taylor Swift movie. Somebody just said their theater is showing it 16 times tonight. 16 times. And it's like a 80-something minute, basically behind-the-scenes video that I swear to God anybody else would have released to YouTube. You would have just uploaded it and been like, here we go, we're promoting the album. Now go over all the songs with a fine-tooth comb and tell me what you think about it. And I haven't heard any of the album. I'm sure it's great. I think Taylor Swift is very talented. I'm glad that all the people who are into this are going to get to go celebrate and go have some fun at the movie theater. But it's just crazy to me. Like, they think it's going to make an additional $20 to $30 million. I guess it's only in theaters from the 3rd to the 5th. So just this weekend will be where this is there. And then it has
but not
a music
made available
video.
To anyone else?
I guess not. Like, look, if they're doing the exclusive world premiere during the movie of this, The Fate of Ophelia song that I guess Taylor Swift has, I don't think there's any way they're going to release it online, too.
Because she's dead.
I think they would at least wait, I guess. But her 12th studio album, The Life of a Showgirl, gonna print some money for her.
Did you see the other like speculation about this album?
But which thing? I saw a couple of things.
It's called why it's not called just Showgirl. But if you go and search at any particular streaming service and look for the album The Life of, the first one that comes up is The Life of Pablo.
Oh, yeah.
For
Kanye West, right?
Yeah. So it looks to be when that comes out that will pop up first. And this was the album that he did the Taylor Swift diss.
Oh.
And it's all layered and fun.
I do kind of like how much she has embraced Easter eggery.
Yeah, or people just overread into everything. I don't know which one's true.
I'm not overreading. I'm just spreading rumors. Thank you.
I'm not talking about you. I'm saying the stories today are all of the hidden meanings. And then we've gone through every new Taylor Swift song to tell you the potential digs against Blake Lively now that they're not friends anymore. And I'm going, what the hell? Damn. You guys are into this. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. There should be more options for everybody. And people should do things that make them happy. And if it's going to see this movie this weekend, by all means, go check it out. Do your thing.
You're going to let us know how it is?
I'm not going to it. I'm not. We were going to go see, there's some like horror movie out this weekend that we were going to see. Oh, I forgot
I'm just
what it
waiting
is,
for, it's supposed to be on Max. Tell Her Body or Body Told Her So or something like that. It's supposed to be extremely scary. And
Really?
I've stopped myself from buying it or renting it because every time I rent something, it shows up on the streaming service that I already pay for. So apparently there's a bunch of stuff that's coming out this weekend. Everyone wants to get spooky.
Oh, I know what I wanted to go see. We talked about this, right? Good Boy? We talked about Good Boy, didn't we? The horror movie that's from the perspective of the dog. It's like, the dog is like at the center of this, and they've never done anything like that before. That was the one that we wanted to see, but I think a lot of the theaters are taking up with Taylor Swift or the funny thing is this
sounds like it would give me Blair Witch vibes if it's from always the perspective of the dog.
It might. It could be weird, but I'm interested in at least checking it out.
Does that
like
mean
a low
it's black
budget
and
thing.
white?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how they've done this. I've only seen like some of the trailers, real quick clips. I didn't want to spoil it too much. But the other movie was that people have been talking about. It's such an interesting thing. Leonardo DiCaprio's new movie, which I've heard some good things about.
I do want to see that.
That's in theaters right now. And I saw from somebody who's like a numbers person, an industry, movie industry person who doesn't really do like articles about takes and whatnot. And they said, what is consistent as consistent can be, is that no one, even the people trying to buy tickets to Leonardo DiCaprio's new movie, the people who just watched it and are telling you what they think about it, the people who are posting about it online, the people who have seen the trailer and want to talk about it, not a single one of them seems to remember the name of the movie. And I don't know.
And another one.
Exactly. One battle after another is the actual name.
There we go.
But it didn't stick with me. I've seen the trailer 20 times or something. And I do the same thing. I'm like, the Leonardo DiCaprio movie. That's the one that we're talking about here. All right, let's see.
I'm glad we're at least talking about that because I couldn't remember it.
Yeah. I know Leonardo DiCaprio, and I think that's what they said was the big draw for a lot of people for that film. If you're seeing any of those, let us know. Give us your thoughts afterwards. tipsthenewsjunkie.com. Somebody says, if you listen to the video that teacher posted again, Sean, if you listen to the teacher's song, she said, you act like a monkey. So it's reasonable to assume most children do act like monkeys and it's way less offensive or not racist at all. I said that the song to me was always, it would be like, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. And the song to me was always, you look like a monkey and you smell like one too. I don't think no matter what,
that's how we sang it like, in school.
I don't think this was some teachers like, look how racist I'm going to be, and then I'm going to post this online too. I think this was just a teacher doing something that she thought was funny, that it was corny in class.
Did the teacher post this video?
I think so. Yeah, because the teacher's filming it. Here she is. But let's see if she says look like a monkey. Hold on. Nobody in this class has teeth, man. All right.
Would you like the funny song now that I sing to you? Okay, it goes like this. Happy birthday to you.
Dun, dun.
You live in the zoo. You look like
no. She said look.
That's
she said look. She definitely said look.
And also, he is the only kid who does not clap.
Does he?
That.
Does he clap at all?
And you smell like 1, 2. Woo! Give a clap, everybody.
He's just looking around at all the other kids in class. I don't think it changes much either way, but she definitely said, look.
Yeah.
She said, look, and that it was pretty clear
Because
to me.
that's the way that we sang it.
Right. Those are lyrics to the song.
If you think that you need to change the lyrics to that, to act instead of look, to be less racist, if it's that much of a worry, maybe you shouldn't just not sing it anymore.
Right. Yeah. I mean, but she didn't. She was just doing the regular version that kids tend to do, I guess. Maybe they still do in schools.
I don't want my kid's teacher put on video.
That's where I started. Where I started to go with this. I know.
Is that normal?
That's not normal.
No.
I think you need permission. Even when I was working as a counselor, we needed written permission to post anything with our children involved.
People are pretty sensitive about that with kids a lot. Yeah,
absolutely. It shouldn't be her choice, the teacher's choice, to post something like that with her kids' faces in it. My cousin is a teacher, and she posts plenty of stuff from her classroom. But anytime there's a student in it, there's emojis covering everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, look, I think that's a more solid argument, honestly. I would be like, hey, don't be posting photos, videos, or anything online, especially if it's meant to, like, in some small way, ridicule my child. I don't think it's racist. I think everybody wants everything. Well, not everybody. A limited amount of people want a lot of things to be racist, and they just clutch pearls over everything and freak out online and whatever. So you guys are just going to keep doing that, like, until it becomes boring to everybody and you move on to the next thing. So I think that's kind of dumb, and I think most people are over it. But filming the kid and then posting it on your social media is definitely something that I think a lot of parents would take issue with. I think that is probably something that they would see as like a violation. That my kid is in your classroom, and I don't expect that you're doing stuff like this. I think that's a legit complaint that they could have against a parent. Don't post my kid on your social media accounts. For what? What are you trying to be, like an influencer? Teach the kids. Get up there and teach the kids. That's what you're here for.
Just showing them my jazz voice.
I think that part of it is absolutely stupid. This is Franz emailing the show, getting a lot of emails in on a Friday. I appreciate when you guys send these over. Franz says, hey, Sean, I've been with you since the 5 a.m. show days way back in 2012. My God. I watched that documentary. I watched that documentary about the death in apartment 306. I was hoping that you can get into more detail on why you think this was a for sure suicide. This is the docuseries we talked about on, I believe, Hulu, about Ellen Greenberg was her name, this young woman. He says, I see so much more evidence, or whatever they are, they say, I see so much more evidence pointing to murder, and the only thing that points to suicide is the latch was closed from the inside, where that can be done by closing the door too hard. This happens all the time at hotels, so it's not that he did it by accident and it all worked out. He probably did it by accident another day, knew that was easy to do, and then did it to help him look innocent. Anyways, love the show. Keep up the work, says Franz. So this documentary, I don't want to restate everything, but it's about Ellen Greenberg. Look it up. Watch it this weekend. Tell us what you think about it. It's called Death in Apartment 306.
Is that true about closing the door too hard? Can it?
They said that in the docuseries. The docuseries was obviously on behalf of the family and was presenting their view of events.
Right.
I feel like it's probably possible to do that.
I mean, it's possible, but it's also if he had done it and there was no witness to him breaking down the door, you can be inside, latch the door, and rip it open to make the effect of someone trying to knock it down. I mean, it's two screws.
You're going a layer deeper and saying, like, he didn't do that at all to begin with, and he broke it earlier, which I guess. But in the case of, like, can you do that? I think you probably could. And what we're talking about here is like on a hotel room door that I keep forgetting what the name of it is, like that lock,
just a door latch,
lock, the one for extra security in your hotel room. You lock the other door and then you put the latch on. If you shut a door really hard, sometimes that can bounce and then land in a position where it connects and locks. I think it's probably not the easiest thing to do. But to get back to it quickly, Franz, what I think happened here, I think this family is very broken up about their daughter. I think the daughter was not liking her job at all at this school. I think she was going through some mental issues and having a bit of a breakdown and seeking help from family and other people. I think a lot of those family members told her, like, you got to stay strong. You can't quit this job. And she really, really, really wasn't enjoying it. I think that she, in a split decision moment, decided to harm herself and take her own life. And I think what happens when people watch these docuseries is you're being led along by the person who's creating this and what their vision of this story is. That's the nature of a documentary or a docuseries. There's always some sort of point of view. And the point of view here is that there's more to this. I think it's interesting the level of evidence people want for a thing that they don't naturally believe and the level of evidence they want for the thing that they do naturally believe. So for me, I'm like, was there any blood on him? No, there was no blood on him. Was his DNA on the knives or on her anywhere? Were there any defensive wounds on him or her as a result of some sort of fight that may have gone down? No. In that world, there's absolutely no evidence that ties this fiance back to the scene. And then for me, I think, imagine you're this guy, your fiance is going through some things. She takes her life in this insane, over-the-top way. And then for the rest of your life, half of the internet thinks you also murdered her. And they end up chasing you down and accusing you of all these horrific things. I think there's a very good chance that that's the situation that is playing out here in front of us. I don't blame people for like taking it certain ways. And, kind of our minds want to go down those paths quite a bit. And that's fine. But for me, when I look at it, when I look at the evidence, when I look at what happened, when I go through what they're saying versus what's real, and the most damning thing is the evidence of her searches on Google, on her computer and her phone. And people will say, well, the fiance's family member took her computer and chain of custody was lost. They had it for a handful of hours. Like they had it, and then the next day it was declared a murder, so they had to give up the stuff they had. And what they did was his family member went into the apartment and took out all the valuables because, as you know, the door lock was broken and the door wasn't secure in the room, and they were worried that people were going to be going in and out of there. So they just gathered all the valuables. I think when you look at the preponderance of evidence that we do have, it seems to me like this was a horrific event where she took her own life. But, to each their own. Quick break. When we come back, the next episode with Sabrina. What's coming up on the next episode?
What's coming up on the next episode? Taylor Swift is releasing a new album, has a movie coming out in theaters, but wait, what? A tour? I've got the update. If you're halfway there and they're purchasing John Bon Jovi's Nashville bar, you still need tens of millions of dollars. Plus, according to a little rumor birdie, we've got another celebrity breakup underway. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by MyEternalVitality.com and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 8 p.m., it's the Orlando Shine Show with Brendan and the Bus. At 9, we all find out what the hell is Angel listening to. Tonight on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Odoo.com Weather Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Happy Friday, Central Florida. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast. And for our Friday, we are going to be expecting some scattered showers and downpours, maybe an isolated rumble of thunder along the way, too. When it rains, it's really going to pour, and we're going to be expecting...
Hello. How you doing?
This report is sponsored by HCA Florida West Orange Emergency. HCA Florida West Orange Emergency in Winter Garden is now open 24/7.
Hope all is well in your world.
FloridaHealthcare.com.
Whether you're a fan or a hater or anywhere in between. Not really. The haters, I hope you get in a car accident. But the fans, thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. Todd emails the show and said, I heard your skull mic take on the dick that was calling sponsors and trying to get you canceled because they disagree with you. You are awesome and don't ever cave to them. They are trash and karma will get them. My grandpa always said you can't fix stupid. He made a very valid point on the show yesterday, and we're 100% correct that they need some competition to right the ship. Last year at the Super Bowl party I went to, at halftime they turned off the broadcast and we watched Michael Jackson's 1993 halftime show on YouTube. Then turned the Super Bowl back on. I suspect we'll be doing the same this year if there's not an alternative. Keep up the great work, Todd. Thank you, Todd. Thank you. Appreciate the kind words. Neutral says, Sean, I took off one of those latches from the outside when locked out of my hotel room. Willing to bet I could put it back on? Let me think about that. We're back in just a couple of minutes. You took off one of those latches from the outside. How is that possible? Like, if it were this door right here, I'm not sure how much you could see. If it were this door right here, the latch would be here, right? On the inside, the security latch would be right here, and it would go over and lock into that little, like, nodule. From the other side of the door, I don't think there's any way you could physically take it off. Right? Maybe I'm misunderstanding what you're suggesting. Put my hands through the gap with a screwdriver. So it was like there was still enough wiggle room, I guess, to push it open like that. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not going to convince everybody of what I'm thinking. There are many people online and in true crime communities who believe there's some grand conspiracy here. But I want people to remember, that's what it is. It's a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy that his family, that local politicians, that the police, and that the governor were all involved in covering up something that there's really no physical evidence at all that this fiance did. They point to things that look weird afterwards, much like 9/11 conspiracies or other conspiracies do. Well, isn't it weird that his uncle came and picked up the laptop? Isn't it weird that this happened, that this happened? The problem is, like, I did the research. I know what's going on here. And honestly, people aren't even bringing up the best points that would make him look a little more guilty. I've heard people try this over and over and over, and I just don't think it's very convincing. I think the woman was reading online how to kill yourself and feel the least amount of physical pain. I think she attempted to do that on her neck, and then she ended up taking her life. I think it's a horrible thing. I feel incredibly bad for her family, and I think her family is struggling with something that they very reasonably do not want to give up on. But all I'll say is consider for a moment if you were wrong. If you were wrong, and this guy didn't do anything, not only did he lose his fiance in this incredibly shocking way that you'll never forget, but also now everybody thinks he's a murderer. Okay, we're coming back. We're coming back.
24/7 News, live sports, and your favorite podcasts.
There's no catch and no charge.
Radio, your way.
Join the millions who already have it. The free iHeartRadio app.
The #1 app for radio.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Because the newspapers don't come with cliff notes or potentially offensive accents.
In the world of entertainment and beyond. If you want to join us on the show, two big obvious ways to do that. One is to send what we call a dispatch, record your video or audio dispatch on thenewsjunkie.com. The other, email. If you want to be anonymous, put it on top, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. All right, let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, and you can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
Let's make the room stank.
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina. Hey,
smoke weed every day.
Hold up. The next episode brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Don, thatmortgageguyDon.com, and of course, the Home Loans Radio Show. If you're looking to refinance, buy your first dream home, debt consolidation, Maybe. I don't. Do you hear that? I think there's a whistle stuck in my throat.
There is. I was
You
wondering
heard
what that
it, right? Now it's not happening.
At first, I thought you got a little jacket on there today, and I thought you were getting a little friction on your jacket as you were
No,
moving
it's in
around.
my throat, and I can't do it on purpose. So,
Oh, no.
yeah, thatmortgageguy.com.
All right.
Compare your quote with thatmortgageguy.com.
Try it out now. Just say you need the muscly arm paperboy to bring you some good news.
Muscly arm paperboy, bring you some good news.
Oh, you're good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, I don't think it did it at all.
How old is the paperboy?
It's
Family Guy.
Yeah, Family Guy. Family.
Shut up, Meg. 22 years ago, 2003, one of the dudes from this group. Wait for it. Not him. Not the singer. Wait for it. Here we go.
Siegfried and Roy.
Yeah, and it was on this day 22 years ago that Roy of Siegfried and Roy was nearly...
Montecore, yeah, I think. Yeah,
They
I think
put
that's
it down?
Yeah.
One of
aren't
them
they all
died.
Yeah, I thought they were all dead. If I'm honest with you, but that's probably wrong. I'll look it up
Yeah, rest in peace and
report back.
for sure. You muscular paperboy, you. We got some more breakup rumors, and I guess love is really dying.
No.
Love stinks.
They're both dead.
Who?
Yeah,
Siegfried and Roy.
Siegfried
And Roy. What about the Tigers?
Working on the Tiger right now.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
working on that.
Do you have any guess, according to sources, the next rumored celebrity relationship on the House?
No. Well, what did we just have? We had what's her name?
Nicole Kidman and Keith
Nicole
Urban.
Kidman. Yeah,
They're
we had
still trying to
those two.
split up the hair straighteners.
Uh-huh.
And now we have another source saying that blank needs space from blank. Now, they've been married since 2008. They've been living in the UK since last year.
Oh,
And
Ellen
they-
and
Portia de
Rossi.
That is correct. How did you know it?
Bad news, by the way. Montecore's dead too. They're all dead. Whole damn slew of them. They're all R.I.P.
Oh, I just ruined my day. Celine,
Sorry
how
about
did you know who it was just by
Your
a year?
clue. No,
I didn't even do the
you did
muff
living
diving stuff.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I took the muff diving joke wind out of your sails.
No worries.
But the living in the UK for the past year, that's the only notable person that has
Actually
really
left.
jumped ship.
Yeah.
One source says Portia loves Ellen dearly, but she feels totally suffocated much of the time because every aspect of her life is constantly micromanaged. She wants to go for a horse ride.
All of Ellen's former staffers are like, see?
Can't a girl just go for a horse ride or a jog or even a trip to the shops? It'll be met with a dozen questions. Ellen hates going anywhere by herself, so Portia's always on the hook to be by her side. That's called being a lesbian.
Oh, man.
Thank you. And I love hanging out with my girlfriend. Can't wait to see you after the show. Another source says if Ellen doesn't back off and listen, it may well just drive Portia out of the door immediately.
Who would even know this? Like, it seems like it would have to be one of them telling the press about this.
Exactly. Or
fake.
I guess we'll see. We can place our bets now.
Or they got friends they can't trust.
Yeah, that's
that
true,
too.
Yeah.
Constantly Hollywood kind of stuff. Anyways, a woman. Remember that lady who won a cool $1 million on
Wheel of Fortune?
Yeah. What about her?
Here's some, I don't know, grounds for breaking up. She apparently kept it a secret from her boyfriend for months. For 4 months,
Really?
to be exact.
Wow.
You go on
Okay.
the show, you get back, you are the biggest winner in decades, right? Or the biggest
History,
winner in
I
the
think.
history of the show, and didn't say anything.
That's
Your boyfriend.
crazy.
Was it, based on the non-disclosure agreement she might have had to sign
wait,
until the thing
wait.
aired?
Yeah, but
Let me
your
tell you something.
boyfriend.
And I think we would all agree, all right? If your partner wins something and there's an NDA, you better tell me.
Absolutely.
I don't care. Like,
I'm
just
part
go.
of the NDA.
Yeah, I won't say anything either. I'll keep it. I'll keep my
Circle of
mouth
trust.
shut.
I'm also part of any secret. I mean, but that I know when I'm telling someone.
I don't know. Sean would
something-
drop hints. Sean says he would keep it secret. He would drop hints.
Sean, we would have to say, don't say this on the air. Don't share with anybody but Courtney. Also, please sign this document. We have to actually tell you to not say things on air.
The only person that I would tell you that I would definitely tell is Courtney.
Yeah.
So if there was a thing, I would
think I might
definitely
tell Courtney
her.
before you.
Probably. That would be fine. But what I wouldn't do is I wouldn't be able to keep it away from somebody that I was with, because that seems it seems like a lie almost. It's not really, I guess.
I've told Courtney stuff before you.
Wow.
I mean, I did too, but it was to surprise you for your birthday.
Oh, yeah, it's fine. That's fine.
So I guess at one point she joked that she would put in her 2 weeks' notice if she won $1 million. Then it was pointed out that her boss was actually sitting in the audience at the time. She also told Ryan Seacrest, "What's up, coworker? I can pay off my student loans." And then the host said to look at the camera. What would you like to say to your boss? Waka waka. He's in the audience. Someone is picking a beef, and if you smell what he's cooking,
The Rock.
What the Rock?
it's medium rare dissing towards this franchise.
Oh, is that
Birthday
Zelda?
to you.
Monkey?
Bigger
Donkey Kong?
Donkey Kong is right, C-Lane. You were in the lead by a lot.
I don't know the Donkey Kong song, obviously.
Neither do
Damn.
That's the trap remix. Don't be alarmed.
But I
Dwayne,
wouldn't know the original of that one. I know like the Super Mario stuff, and I know those.
sing it.
Super Mario?
1 and a 2 and a... Don't know.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dwayne, I keep calling him The Rock Johnson, but it seems that he is now like not being identified as The Rock anymore.
Well, his new movie is a serious one, is it not?
Yeah, but it's not in the wrestling world. It's just cage fighting, boxing.
Yeah, he's a fighter, right?
Dwayne Johnson has revealed his favorite video game of all time is Donkey Kong, but he doesn't care about the multiple sequels or spin-offs.
Ooh.
What a monster.
What interviewee dug deep for this hot take?
I have no idea. Donkey Kong originally released in 1981, same year as Sean was released from his mother's vagina.
That's true, yeah.
And the iconic platform has Nintendo mascot Mario, then known as what? 2 points.
Oh, God, he had a
1981.
different
What
name?
was Mario known as?
I don't know.
I'm throwing up one more point. 3 points total.
Wait, Mario Brothers?
Jumpman.
Oh,
Jumpman. I've heard that before, yeah.
Jumpman.
Carl. The game was obviously a huge success, and 44 years later, many a spin-off. Where did he's gone? Dwayne Johnson, for no reason and nothing related to his upcoming movie, was asked what you think about video games. His favorite one, he had to go with American Football Series Madden.
No, that's a good one.
I got to go with the original Donkey Kong. However, he has not played any of the other Donkey Kong games. None of them matter, so no.
Okay.
And now it's a lot of people are so mad they're going to boycott his new movie and everything. And they're suing him.
Seems aggressive, but a lot of
Just
boycotts
saying.
going on. You got to watch out.
Just be careful. You also have to watch out and take out, I mean, the most serious loan of all time. Put up 2 houses. Ask for money from your parents.
Bon Jovi?
If you want to buy his Nashville bar. It is, it's quite a lot of money, just to put it simply. It's in Broadway Street with all the other musicians' bars.
I've been there, yeah.
We walked. Since 2018, 20-year NNN sale leaseback with 2% annual rental increases.
Okay.
How much do you think he's selling it for?
I got to think that those bars in Nashville are some of the best spots you could have a bar.
Oh, for tourists, absolutely.
I would say $8 million.
That's one number. It's one way to put it.
$10 million.
Okay. Doesn't even hold a candle to it. $130 million. No.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
No.
Insane.
No way.
Yes way. Look it up. He opened it in June of 2024, so it's less than a year old.
That's
Website
crazy.
calls it one of the largest bars in Lower Broadway and boasts 8 bars, 5 floors, 3 stages, 2 rooftops, including the highest rooftop bar on Broadway.
2 rooftops.
2 rooftops.
How many of them did Morgan Wallen throw chairs off of?
I think just one. And none of them got mentioned in Haley Williams' new album. Other amenities include a tattoo shop, a mechanical bull, every NFL game with Sunday ticket, plus great food and drinks all day long. Every floor decked out in Bon Jovi memorabilia, which might be weird because he's selling it. And it could be yours for a cool $130 million. On the boob tube, just have a good time. Be safe. Stay dry, stay wet, whatever you want. Follow your dreams. Me on Instagram at Sabrina Ambra. Most importantly, stay with me, America.
Smoke weed every day. Thank you, Sabrina. When we come back this week in Florida with C-Lane, that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
The Tampa Bay Bucks head west to face the Seattle Seahawks Sunday. Coverage starts at 3 p.m. on Real Radio 104.1 and the free iHeartRadio app. Presented by First Horizon Bank and Renewal by Anderson, official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
There's a handful of accidents getting cleared up on some ramps here. The off-ramp is partially blocked from I-4 westbound to 1792. There's a crash getting cleared up on the ramp from I-95 southbound to LPGA Boulevard. The ramp is blocked from I-95 northbound to International Speedway Boulevard, and we got scattered showers in the area that might be affecting your ride this afternoon. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by HCA Florida West Orange Emergency. HCA Florida West Orange Emergency in Winter Garden is now open 24/7. Visit HCAFloridaHealthcare.com.
Hey, whoa, buddy.
Part of the Real Radio family.
Whoa.
Every Saturday morning, you can tune into the Home Loans Radio Show and get your questions answered live on the air. Don and his crew are pulling back the curtain on the mortgage business. They're explaining the real mortgage process to you because he wants you to know how it works.
What's happening?
This all can be very confusing, but he is here to walk you along the
Stand by.
path of success and getting money right back in your pocket. So start the process today with an expert and a friend that you can trust by going to thatmortgageguydawn.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguydawn.com.
This year full of Real Radio is sponsored by
Stand by.
The best place to buy a big green egg.
The night before Halloween is known as Devil's Night. And this October 30th, you're invited to join us for one terrifying night of laughs, burns, booze, and unfiltered fun as we roast the news junkie. It's the Just Okay.
What is going on here? Hello? Hang on, we got a problem. Hang on. Are you on?
That thing we don't want to talk about is a will. If you don't have one, Mike and his team would like to help you out.
Ha! There we go. Thought you abandoned me. Thought you just left me out there by myself. There we go. Well, this week in Florida is coming up in just a moment here. Hang on one sec. Stand by. Oh, okay. Thought they're doing something. The cameraman quit, yeah. Is it hot in here, or is it just the way you're making me feel, Sean? I have a little song about the way you make me feel. If you really want me to make things hot in here. A chick named Woody says, how come Sabrina's always muted for copyright on this app? I thought it was live. There's a delay on the feed, and if any music, copyrighted music, plays for more than about 7 seconds or so, I'm going to mute it. That's just how it goes. And you can't play like remixes. There's no workarounds like that. They're gonna get hit every time as a copyright on the channel. So when copyrighted music is playing, I'm gonna hit the copyright thing. That's how it goes. Is your studio in your house? Actually, Deb, great question. A lot of people wonder that. This was the cheapest rental space that I could find to be able to build this out. And there's actually a Waffle House, believe it or not, on the other side of this wall right here. Right on the other side of this wall is a Waffle House, fully functioning. But they had a good rent deal. I pay $1,200 a month. I get access to like some shared resources and a bathroom and stuff. And so far it's worked out pretty well. Feral Kid says, truth, I've seen the Waffle House. It's a pretty busy place, but there's enough layers. The way they made this wall between the studio and the Waffle House, there's enough layers that it seems to like dull any possible sounds coming from there. It's great. Yeah, that's why Dorothy can come over all the time. She works in the Waffle House kitchen. That's adorable, but no, Courtney does not work at Waffle House. There are 3 different places just like this, and Courtney operates out of her office, which is next door to this one. There's one on the other side of the Waffle House, there's one here, and then there's Courtney's office, which is next door. She runs her business out of that facility. Great question, though. 90 seconds and we're coming back. I always thought you were in a garage. Like if you hit the garage door button, everything would fall off of the shelves. No. I guess I can see why you might think that, but no, it's just a facility. David says, sounds like some Sean bullshit. What does that even mean? What does Courtney do for work? She makes fly fishing lures, believe it or not. She got into it years ago because her father used to build them, and she learned from him, and she used to go fly fishing with him. She makes like some of the world-renowned fly fishing lures. If you're in that world, like if you've been fly fishing, you've probably used one of her lures. I would think. Anyhow, back to it.
At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Need help after an accident? Just call Mo. Learn more at JustCallMo.com or call 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeart radio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Holiday Magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. WIN. W-I-N. That's WIN. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may your efforts bear fruit.
Occupying the space between high society and prison tattoos. This is the News Junk.
And arrived at the News Junkie. Well, you're in a great spot at the perfect time, friend. Now what I want you to do is go over to the website, learn more about the show and the 3 best friends you never knew you had going through the most viral stories of the day on the website, which is thenewsjunkie.com. All right, here we go. It's time to do this. Christopher Lane, I think, is prepared himself, and he appears ready to go.
I've prepared myself. Are you
the state of Florida? The state of Florida is possibly prepared. I don't know if they know what's coming for them, but let's do this thing. Let's do This Week in Florida.
Giving you a recap of the most groan-worthy stories in the state. It's This Week in Florida.
Really selling it there. Let's do this thing.
What?
Let's do it.
Get the party.
Let's hit the on button there.
You know, it's the end of the week. Here's the weekend. I put a little bit of push behind it, okay?
It is the weekend. It's time to take a trip around the Sunshine State and see some of the craziness that has gone on in the past 7 days or so. And despite anything previously uttered from the mouth of Sean Wasson, the National Hurricane Center is tracking 2 new disturbances in the Atlantic, and one could move across Florida.
Is that right?
Fake news. Fake news.
Hey, listen, I hope you're right. You know, Sean previously declared the hurricane season to be over.
Yep.
I did not say that. I did not say the hurricane season is over. I said, folks, we're in the clear. We're good.
I go by Mike's weather page and Mike's weather page only.
We have gotten past the peak of hurricane season. All the doomers who told us it was going to be just a terrible, god-awful, it's the worst hurricane season ever, were wrong. And we're cruising through. Nothing seems to be able to hit the East Coast. We got a little shield going on, and I like that.
All right. Well, let's hope that shield stays. Our shield generator, stays nice and locked in. Yeah,
if it breaks, it's your fault, though.
No, it's definitely not my fault. Hey, we've got a mother of the day.
Mother of the day.
Now, typically when we say that, it's a bad mother. It's not a very good mother. We're erroneously awarding this. It's in jest, tongue in cheek, even.
All right.
This mother is a badass.
Oh wow.
There is a mother who goes by Legion, Legizon. That's her online name.
Okay.
And she has just won a tournament for this game.
Mortal Kombat?
Damn right, Mortal Kombat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this song used to get me pumped. Anyway, that's about as much of it as I can play. A mother
That's so much cooler than my mom, for God's sake. Jesus.
Well, I'll tell you what. It gets better. A mother of a newborn baby is going viral after winning her local monthly fighting game tournament, all while holding her 5-day-old child in her arms.
Wow.
If you Google this, you can even find a picture of her. And also, it says she won the tournament. I didn't even know this was possible. 5 days after a C-section.
Jeez.
Her baby...
I don't think the doctor would recommend.
Her baby, Saresa, was born on September 22nd via C-section. The pregnancy was a complicated one, as Legion had... They're only referring to her as Legion. Had developed a uterine window, a condition where the material of the uterus had severely thinned from previous C-sections to the point where it's nearly transparent. Whoa. She also had severe pain in the days leading up to the birth. I didn't know you could get out of the hospital 5 days after having some sort of procedure like this.
They might not have checked her out. She had a tournament to go to.
She had a little newborn baby like this, and she played the game and still beat everybody, all comers?
Yes. The picture that I have is her with the gaming controller in her hand and the baby like in between her breasts and the controller.
And the umbilical cord
in
and a
her
little
arms.
bit afterbirth dripping on the floor.
Might as well have been. 5 days after welcoming the baby to the world, Legion and her hubby took their bundle of joy to the local fighting. Oh, this is the one. Yeah, that's the picture. That's Legion there. And that's her kicking everybody's ass at Mortal Kombat. So
that's awesome.
Dope. Well deserving of the mother of the day. Now,
I'll put that up on See It Now, by the way.
Good news possibly good news for pot smokers. Smokers of pot. There's some new decisions being made in Florida courts pointing to laws allowing use of medical marijuana and hemp. A state appeals court Wednesday reversed course and said police officers cannot search vehicles only on the basis of smelling cannabis.
Oh, that would have been nice back in the day.
So if you smell like weed, this is unburnt or burnt. The Second District Court of Appeals' main opinion is that for generations, cannabis was illegal in all forms, rendering its distinct odor immediately indicative of criminal activity. But the opinion said legislative changes have fundamentally changed its definition and regulation and made cannabis legal to possess in multiple forms. Citing the Constitution's Fourth Amendment protections against unreasonable search and seizures, the appeals court backed away from what it described as the plain smell doctrine related to cannabis. Now, the reverse course is from a 2021 decision by the 2nd District that said police were still able to use or conduct searches based on smelling weed, but it put the Tampa Bay area court in line with an opinion issued last year by the 5th District Court of Appeal. Now, don't go clapping just yet. I'm pretty sure that this stemmed from a case where the passenger had the weed.
All right.
But the cops smelled the car. I smelled the weed and said, I'm allowed to search this car because you smell like weed. I don't know that this would fly if you were just driving solo and the car just reeked of pot smoke.
I mean, they're saying it can't do it based off smell.
I've never liked that. I've always thought it's like these cops don't have like some scientific level. Yeah, they don't have the ability to tell what's what. They're just kind of using their guts, and that shouldn't make it so they can search your car. What were you saying?
It's just they can pull that, and if at that point they were allowed to do it, you don't need to give consent. Is what I'm understanding, right?
Yeah.
So I know someone who it wasn't based on the smell, tinted windows. And then it was based on my training. I know you're lying. So I'm going to give you one more chance or I'm going to get the dog. If they say that, it's still going to be a whole thing to get the dog. Am I being detained? You're out of there.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Don't do it. So dumb. So expensive.
Damn it, I edited the wrong thing. Yeah, so I think this was based on just like if you were by yourself driving and still smelled like weed, I think they might still have a way of going, yeah, this is not really what that decision was for. It was for protecting a passenger who got searched and ended up having a bunch more drugs too. So they really just needed to get themselves out of this quite sticky situation that they were in. Speaking of sticky situation, actually, that's a terrible.
No,
segue
go.
for
You've
this.
already done it. You've already set this up. Tell us about this sticky situation, Sealand.
A man was arrested after he was accused of creating child pornography using artificial intelligence.
I'm leaving.
Yeah. You know how to hit the brake, right?
Deputies identified the suspect as 39-year-old Lucius Martin. MCSO received a report claiming Martin had images of child sexual abuse material involving 2 juvenile victims stored on his cell phone.
More like sploocious.
The reportee, I'm going right past that, stated that she discovered several original photos obtained from a social media application.
Telegram, I bet.
Alongside the altered versions that Martin modified using AI. So what this guy did here was he downloaded from like a kid's Facebook or something, images of the kid, and then used AI. Deputies say Martin created the images on June 3rd. He was located during a traffic stop. He refused to comply with demands to exit the vehicle and barricaded himself. Tried to reset his cell phone to destroy the evidence, which counted.
That's illegal?
That is illegal. Yeah.
Can't bring with evidence.
He
right?
got an extra charge for it.
No. I mean, taking a photo of a child that you find online and then using AI to make that a not safe for work
In
photo.
Florida, it is. That's one of the new laws that was passed.
Is it like?
So here's the thing:
it's under deep fake, like a deep fake law.
It's weird that you bring that up, Sabrina. He was charged with 4 counts of creating child pornography, 4 counts of possession of child pornography, and 1 count of destroying the evidence by trying to reset the cell phone. But his arrest came just days before a new law takes effect. October 1st, The law explicitly states it's illegal to generate an altered sexual depiction of an identifiable person without consent. Basically, the deepfake law, the anti-deepfake law. You can't make porn, AI porn, out of somebody who can be recognized.
What if you just made the same thing, but not out of somebody who could be recognized? That's not against the law.
Well, it doesn't say about that. And also, this was before the law took effect.
Oh, yeah.
So right now...
Also, what AI platform's doing that? Nasty.
It says the president and CEO of a cyber solutions company, Horacio Masonet, says most reputable AI programs have guardrails that prevent people from creating these types of images, but sadly, there are a couple of models out there in the wild, as we say. specifically on the dark web, that have zero guardrails, and no matter what you ask them to do or what the request is, the AI will execute and generate.
Oh,
He
gross.
He encourages checking the privacy settings on your social media and locking it down. It's your best defense, according to the sheriff's office. Is it impenetrable? Of course not. The
Choice of words, Sheriff.
The suspect is still being held in Marion County Jail. His arrest report says he's currently the suspect of a sexual molestation investigation in another country, or another county.
Big surprise.
Yeah, huge surprise. First, it was Erica Kirk, then the Mormon Church, and now a woman who attended the execution of a man who murdered her parents in Miami says, "I do forgive him." Convicted killer Victor Tony Jones was put to death by lethal injection on Tuesday, 35 years after murdering a Miami couple. The daughter of Jacob and Matilda Nestor attended the execution, planned to, saying it would bring closure. Asked if she forgives him, she said, "Yes, I do. I do forgive him. I forgive him because it's important for me to forgive him. I won't forget it." Jones was the 13th inmate to be executed in Florida.
Are we
furthering that record? Yeah. Record executions for the year.
Look at us.
A Florida state government employee has filed a lawsuit after being the latest fired over a social media post about Charlie Kirk. This one.
Oh, is that
Brittany
the guy that's
Brown?
cursing?
No, this is Brittany Brown, a former state biologist for the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission.
What Brittany Brown said.
The post that got her in hot water read, "The whales are deeply saddened to learn of the shooting of Charlie Kirk. Haha, just kidding. They care exactly as much as Charlie Kirk cared about children being shot in their classrooms, which is to say, not at all." The FWC said Brown's comments
to tie it in with your job.
were not in line yet.
Actually, that's the only thing where I would have said it's fireable, because she kind of brought her job into it. But
the FWC said Brown's comments were not in line with the FWC, our values, or our mission. They have a zero tolerance policy towards the promotion of violence and hate.
You know what it is,
but
though?
she's suing anyway.
I know a lot of people will disagree with this. I really, as I've shown you many times on the show, I don't care that much. But it's a joke, right? And I don't think we should necessarily be all that sensitive about jokes, even when they're very offensive. It's kind of a funny joke, honestly. Like I get why people would be upset about it, but if she didn't bring her work into it, I would say, like, let that go.
Well, she is suing them based on they're taking away her free speech, and so we'll see how that goes for her. Time to play Guess That Theft Ring! 7 people have been arrested in an $800,000 theft ring that targeted Florida Home Depot stores. They stole, $800,000 worth of what?
Okay, I'm going to get this.
Can you say
It's
that one more time?
Okay, go ahead. Give her the details.
$800,000 worth of one thing targeting Florida Home Depot stores. 7 people have been arrested. Investigators discovered at least 44 thefts at Home Depot stores in 17 Florida counties, including Miami-Dade, Palm Beach, and elsewhere.
It's usually drug-related stuff or theft rings.
Home Depot?
And it has to be something that they can resell. So I think it is power tools, is my guess.
I'm going to go with Roomba vacuum cleaner.
It was neither of those. It was
Damn
a
it.
theft ring, $800,000 worth of smoke detectors.
Really? That sounds like 800,000 smoke detectors.
Exactly. It was not 800,000 smoke detectors, but it was probably pretty close to it. I tried to get ChatGPT to tell me why, and it was saying, like, I'm not going to help you.
Business.
I'm not going to help you, steal stuff, buddy.
Oh, okay.
But it says high aggregate value when stolen in volume. They're compact and easy to move. It says there's existing resale and trafficking channels. Where are you getting black market smoke detectors of all the things
And
that you
how
would
much
want?
money are you saving? Really? I just got one for
hold on.
$10.
Let's see. Smoke detector on Amazon. It's got to be pretty darn cheap, right? Some of these are $50 and $60.
Depending on
$16.
Yeah, that's got to be something that you.
Is there something in them that's valuable?
No.
Some of them are like smarter, like connected to apps and stuff. So maybe they're a little more expensive.
They say maybe repackaging the masks the origin, specialization and repeatability, or perceived lower enforcement priority were some of the guesses that ChatGPT had for Guess That Theft Ring in This Week in Florida. And last but not least, an ex-Polk County deputy was accused of fleeing deputies. He was a little bit drunk in the McDonald's drive-through. He went through there twice and was not very nice, and I did not mean to rhyme just then.
Thrice.
But he went through there twice and was kind of rude to the ladies there. He also had an 18-month-old child that was not restrained in the front seat. And so for that, Mr. Grady Judd, Polk County's Grady Judd, had some words for him.
So you have a child, you're in the McDonald's line, you're McDrunk, and you're saying really vile, nasty mixed statements to the girls.
Mixed statements.
So they notified law enforcement. And when we took him into custody, he said, am I really being arrested? Well, hey, you're not driving a McAirplane. You're McDrunk. You acted like a McNut. You put the child's life in danger. So we're going to take you to Grady's McJail. It's kind of a drive-through, too, you know. We expect more people who used to work for us. I'm embarrassed for his family, but make no mistake. One more. You act like a McNut at McDonald's, and you're McDrunk, saying McUgly things to the girls.
You got 4 more of
and
those.
Putting a child's life in danger. You're going to jail. McJail. Every McTime.
McTime was too far. It's too far.
That was where he was too far. You were fine with every Mick one of those things until McTime.
Mick don't have to make all these damn videos.
It was that's Grady Judd's thing, man. That's like his morning podcast. Just hits the
Welcome to the Grady
button.
Judd Show.
Hits the record button. He's got his pictures ready and he's got his jokes, and we thank him for that. That's it for this week in Florida.
Thank you, C-Lane. When we come back, we've got a lot to touch on before we wrap everything up on a Friday. We're still waiting for the sentencing. Has not come out yet as of the show being live in the Diddy case. When it does, and it could really spill over to Monday, honestly. There's some thoughts that it might last that long.
You know when it's going to be.
I have no idea. I have no idea when this is going to come out.
You know when it's going to be, though.
It's going to be.
It's going to be the moment the show ends.
Yeah.
Right after right when we leave. Tends to be correct, but we'll see. And we might have another poop cruise on our hands, friends.
Ew.
What's happening out at sea? We'll give you the details inside this ship. It's not a good time, and it's coming up next on the News Junkie.
You text us at 77031, and we say it on the air. Sometimes we might even give you credit. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
There's still some scattered showers in the area that might be affecting the road conditions and your ride this afternoon. There's some familiar delays starting to pile up on the major roadways. A couple accidents to look out for as well. I-4 westbound to 1792. The off-ramp is partially blocked there. The ramp is blocked from I-95 northbound to International Speedway Boulevard. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by King's Hawaiian Sliders.
Eli Manning here. There's nothing like football and King's Hawaiian Sliders. There's something about those soft, fluffy, irresistible King's Hawaiian Sliders that make them a winner on game day. Pick some up this weekend in the bakery or deli section of your grocery store. King's Hawaiian. There's nothing like it.
Hello? Hello? Turn it off, man. Give me a second. Give me a second.
Tell me how to do the acid.
You're gonna be careful?
Yeah. I'm not an idiot.
You have to make sure that your face is way away from it.
Okay.
Take the really rugged orange scoop measure thing. Don't fill it all the way up to the top so it like spills over on your hand or something. But fill it about like that far from the top, and then just go along the edge of the pool where the filter, where the intake is. At the end of the pool, and just go like this, and then when you after you pour it in there, go elsewhere in the pool and put the scoop underwater and dump it out again, so there's no like residue. Be careful.
I'm not an idiot.
I know that you're not an idiot. I don't think you're an idiot at all, but I want you to be safe. Is the Waffle House busy today?
What?
The Waffle House.
What about it?
Well, people were asking, and I told them that on the other side of this wall is a Waffle House. It's very. And then I told them about your office is on the other side too, where you make fly fishing lures.
Don't even.
What? Don't even what? Fly fishing lures? Where did you think I was going to go with that?
I thought you were talking about the time we went to the park. And I thought they were catching flies.
That's true. We went to the park one time, and these guys were out in the middle of the field with their fly rods and their flies, and they were like, you know, they were just practicing for fly fishing in the middle of the field, and Courtney's like, oh, I didn't know they really caught flies with them. She thought they were like in the park trying to hook
up with him, anyone doing that.
Trying to hook a couple big flies out
I
there.
don't know fishing very much.
If you ever want to know about fishing, I'll tell you.
No, because you're going to send me at 5 a.m. with a stranger on a small boat.
No, I'm not going to send you out there alone. I'll be your guide.
I don't want to go.
They call me the Bass Master.
I don't want to put a hook through someone's mouth and then let it go.
You don't have to.
Okay, I'm not gonna.
I'll handle it.
Okie dokie.
All right. See you later.
I'm gonna go put acid
Okay.
in my throat.
Don't, please.
Your favorite band live, first chord hits. That's a thrill. But for the accident attorneys and Farrah,
Folks, how are you?
what thrill beats them all?
It's the thrill of the win. I've been there when the worry is real. When the Bills
Guess the Waffle House has a pool? No, the pool is in the neighboring hotel that Courtney services. You think we could pay the bills with this and a fly fishing operation? In what world does that make any financial sense? No, we run a pool company as well. And she's got multiple clients, but the most convenient one is the pool connected to the hotel right next to the Waffle House. She's been doing that for 6 years, I think, or so. It's been a long time. Hey, Dylan. Dylan, we got to talk. We got to chat. We got to chat about the holidays. What's going on? But you be safe today. Be safe out there in the world. I know you will be. 2 minutes and we're coming back live. Hang on. Stand by. This is going to be jury duty. The pool is on the roof. No, that's ridiculous. Why would anybody do that? That's outrageous. Folks, don't forget, we are less than 30 days away from the roast event. The Halloween roast is going to be so fun. I really, really want you to be there. I'm super excited for this, and we're going to start talking about it a bit more next week and some of the things you could expect. Including some of the merch you're going to get just for being there if you've got your seats. It really is going to be a blast. All filmed live to be released as a special. Mega high quality. It'll be our first special, and you could be there. All right? I want you to. TheNewsJunkie.com/roast, TheNewsJunkie.com/roast, TheNewsJunkie.com/roast. Hang tight.
Welcome to the Wild West of American medicine. I'm Chris Pine, and this is Cardiac Cowboys. If you like medical dramas, if you like heart-pounding thrillers, you will love Cardiac Cowboys. Listen wherever you listen to podcasts.
Sponsored by Jasper.
It's a crime to pay more than a dime. One dime down at RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. Just go to rchill.com.
Holiday magic. Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Win. WIN. That's win. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may your efforts bear fruit.
Send him your tips and your deepest, darkest secrets. Email tips at the...
Geez, what? Oh, wait till you hear this. The details are coming up in just a bit. Welcome in. Story time with the three best friends you never knew had, going through the most viral stories of the day. Yes, it's the News Junkie, and the website is thenewsjunkie.com. I don't know how people feel about my animal takes. I think they're usually in line with the general public, and I think most people would probably agree with this stuff. I usually just say whatever I think is right and the most obvious answer to any of these questions. But in the question of animals, I think humans are so dopey about some of this stuff. I saw that there are these science folks, scientists you might even call them, who are working off the coast of France, right? And there was a French tourist like 4 or 5 years ago that was swimming off the coast of France. One of them that was killed by a shark at the time. And now all these people have gathered years later, and these experts want to go out and try to find what they call problem sharks and start killing the sharks that they think, are more prone to going after swimmers off the coast of France.
They heard of Florida.
They should probably call us, because in the state of Florida, at least, we're quite familiar with what happens with sharks. But I can tell you, like, even saying the phrase problem shark is insane to me. It's a shark. Sharks are going to shark. Humans are going to human. Tigers are going to tiger. Deers are going to deer, and everything in between. And the bulls in Spain are going to bull every once in a while. Sometimes you get a horn right in the backside.
And the rain falls mainly on the plain.
Yes, it does. But these things are so silly to me when people are like, look, here's how this works. We have to get the problem sharks out of the water, and we got to go out there and get them.
Now, is it a possibility that this French shark is just one of them that likes to bite people?
They said that the one that bit people, they haven't even tied to any other attacks. I think they do that sometimes, even when it's different sharks. Sometimes they're like, well, they all look the same. All the sharks look the same.
That's sharkist.
It is. It seems like it. But the last time they did this, they said the French scientists went out in their boats and killed about 500 sharks. They just started killing them. I think we should have an even playing field here. All right? The sharks live in the water.
You want to kill 500 French people?
No.
How dare you?
Look, the sharks get a Frenchman every once in a while. It's what happens. It happens here in the United States, too. Every once in a while, somebody gets gobbled up by a shark. It's just part of the game. We're in their territory, after all. I have found, and to some of you, this is kind of an unbelievable thing, but I have found several things to be quite easy in my adult life. To avoid being attacked by any large and dangerous animals has been one of the easiest missions that I've had in my life. It has not been difficult in the slightest. I've just said, well, let me not get eaten by a shark. And so far, it's gone quite well. It has. Also, not getting hit by a train. It's been incredibly easy. Incredibly easy, even though you're probably more likely to be hit by a train and killed than you would by a shark.
I mean, he's had a train run on him, but he hasn't been hit by one.
No. The problem sharks, they say, out off of France. What do you think? Should they be offing these things to save the people? It sounds a bit Jaws-y, if I'm honest with you, but let us know what you think. Before we get to you and your comments, and there are a lot of them coming in, we're going to read your emails in a moment. I do want to tell you about this cruise. It's a Royal Caribbean ship. It's right off the coast of California, I think. and they have 100 people plus on board that all have that norovirus, which seems to be all too common on those ships out there. Said it made up a good chunk of the cruisers on board at the time, and the crew members were sanitizing and deep cleaning the ship as it was headed over to Miami.
God, that thing spread so quick.
It is
And the
bad.
last place I would want to be is on a, ship that is just side to side.
Uh-huh.
You're trying to use the bathroom or aim properly. Your vomit. No way.
That's not good. It's a rough one. But nearly 100 people on a Royal Caribbean cruise coming down with this norovirus. That seems to be one of the easiest to spread things. Like, I think it spreads on cruise ships faster than COVID in the height of things. It really is something that's pretty bad when it starts spreading on your ship. But be safe out there, cruisers.
I think I would be so much more mad that I was just ruining my vacation by getting sick than the fact that I was sick in the first place, or the fact that I'm on the boat. I would just be pissed that it's like, all right, I've been looking forward to this cruise for a long damn time, and now I'm missing it.
Yeah, that's frustrating. We'll probably spend a lot of money, too. And I don't know if travel insurance could fix that one. I'm not sure if it works.
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, let's see what we got here. Big Mark emails the show, and he says to tips@thenewsjunkie.com, happy weekend, junkies. Whoever writes Grady Judd's comedic material needs to A, be fired immediately, or B, pay for the full Chat GPT version, says Mark. I think he was maybe winging that, and he was just thinking about putting as many Mick jokes in the story as possible, and did he really burn that one out. Meanwhile, PMOT emails the show. Hey, News Junkie and crew. A happy weekend. Sean, can you please make this make sense? People who get fired for posting stuff about Charlie Kirk's death. They're upset because they say it's freedom of speech, yet those same people are okay with somebody dying because of what they said. Thanks, wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop. I mean, I don't know that you can really mix these two crews. Some of these people, an alarming amount of people, I will say, do seem absolutely fine with bloodlust over things that they disagree with. This is a huge problem in our society. We need to recenter ourselves and say that people are not demonic Nazis if they disagree with you. We need to push back against people who do this kind of stuff. But I don't think we all need to become a bunch of Karens and start complaining about every little joke at the same time. I think that happens sometimes. You know, I said I was in support of teachers who are posting celebrating Charlie Kirk's death to be fired, and I stand by that. But like going on a witch hunt to find each person who didn't agree is the same thing that happens on the other side of this argument, and I don't like it when it happens on either side. Not a fan. Last one for now. Here is this is Roy. No, hold on. Let's go over to Megan, who says, hang on. Let's do this. Let's go over to this one. Tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Sorry. This person says, hey, about the teacher who posted the video, the happy birthday song. The teacher actually sent the video to the mom and only to the mom. And then the mom posted it on TikTok and Instagram with the question, is this racist? And that was the birthday song saying, you look like a monkey and you smell like one too. That's how the video became public. And since the teacher did send the video to the mom, doesn't that make you feel even more like it's not racist? She had no ill intent. Why would you send a video to the mom? I don't know. Keep up the work, says Sport. Thank you for the email. Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, if she didn't post it on her social media and only mailed it to the mom or sent it to the mom, I think this is yet again one of these circumstances of these complainers, squeaky wheel people who find everything to be racist or sexist or whatever. And I think our best move and the best move for local news would be to start ignoring these people. We're moving past it. You can be upset about legitimate issues and gripes, but like just getting upset about every dumb thing is very 2005. So yeah, if the teacher didn't post it on their social media, that's even less of an offense to me. But we will take a quick break. You can still get your thoughts in and send those over to tips, TIPS, @thenewsjunkie.com. Jury duty coming up next. This is crazy, but there was somebody who was sentenced in 2000 for a school shooting, and they've done their time. They're about to be released.
Oh,
wow. And I don't know if I've ever seen this before. Like, they were 13, and they ended up getting arrested, getting sentenced in 2000, and now they're going to be released. And they're speaking out ahead of this release. It's quite interesting to hear. Plus, another celebrity caught overseas with marijuana now in prison. We got another Brittany Griner situation. All of that and more in Jury Duty coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is
Monsters in the Morning.
Today is Rubber Eraser Day. Did you guys ever have the little Frida Bandito guy that you would get extra erasers and put them on the top? You never had that?
No.
Oh, damn. He was cool.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
This is Katina Mobley. This is what's trending from iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Fairwinds Credit Union.
Another football weekend has arrived. Tomorrow's college schedule includes UCF hosting Kansas, Florida welcomes Texas, and a showdown in Tallahassee, Florida State facing Miami. Among the NFL games, the Buccaneers Sunday visit Seattle. Bucs QB Baker Mayfield back practicing yesterday. He missed Wednesday's workout with knee and biceps injuries. And the Magic are set to tip off the preseason in Puerto Rico tomorrow against the Heat. I'm Matt McCoy.
Fairwinds Credit Union. Whether you need personal or business accounts to help you reach your goals, they've got you covered. Visit fairwinds.org to join their community of financial freedom seekers today. Financial freedom happens here. Federally insured by NCUA.
Folks, I am so happy to tell you, as always, about companies that are doing the right thing. And so often we just complain about all the companies that are doing the wrong thing. Well, one company that is 100% doing things right and is just fantastic, and I'm happy to recommend them, is Mills Air. Since 1992, they've been doing the right thing and being honest with customers like you. And when your air conditioner breaks, well, they make sure they're there to help you. That's why you go to Mills Air to get your AC fixed. Give them a call, 407-277-1159. That's 407-277-1159. Or find them online at millsair.com.
Sunset Walk presents the Best of Challenge Chili Edition, Saturday, October 4th at the Promenade. Join.
Hang tight. Celine, did you say you sent me that? I don't see an email.
It should be in your Gmail from Zoom.
I don't think I got it. Maybe it's in spam? No, I didn't get it. Okay, thank you.
Russ Rollins here. October is birthday month for Zero Res. So to celebrate, you just say happy birthday to Zero Res, and you'll get $50 off their services like full carpet, tile, air duct cleaning. They do it all. Some minimums apply. Just go to OrlandoZeroRes.com. Zero Res, spelled forwards or backwards, is the right way to clean.
One night, two legends. Don't miss Paul Oakenfold and the Crystal Method. Hard Rock Live Orlando, October 10. Tickets on sale now. The Hard Rock Live box office and Ticketmaster. Paul Oakenfold and the Crystal Method, October 10. Hard Rock Live Orlando.
Things today can seem kind of unpredictable. Who knows what's around the corner, right? Well, at Total Wireless, we want to give you something to be sure about. With us, you save 50% off Metro and Cricket when you switch online. Guaranteed. And you get to keep the phone and number you love. Visit our Total Wireless store today. 50% savings for unlimited plans is comparable to a wireless limited phone plan space and standard plan. Some customers may only receive guaranteed savings after contacting us and validating per plan. Excludes promotional discount and bigger phone rates. Total 5G unlimited plan or higher out of required. Apply to national.
Let me know when you send that. Folks, hang tight, hang tight.
Customers may only receive the guaranteed savings after contacting us and validating the current plan rate. Excludes promotional, discounted, and bring your phone rates. For total 5G unlimited plan or higher, auto pay required. Applied on next renewal date. Additional terms apply.
Okay, all signed up. Easy. Now let's run payroll. What the? Hey girl, I'm you with more gusto. Nice. Who's that? New social media manager. Hired and onboarded with gusto. And spoiler, we're kind of famous now. Wait, we're famous? Oh, well, I'm famous. Payroll, benefits, and HR. Designed and built for small businesses. Choose a future with gusto.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
HCA Florida West Orange Emergency and Winter Garden is now open 24/7. Visit hcafloridahealthcare.com. This emergency department is part of HCA Florida Osceola Hospital, not an urgent care center. Services billed at hospital rates.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
The kind of crew who types the word functioning in bold, italic, and underline.
It's so good to be here with you. Welcome in to the world's most viral newsroom. Go check out the website. That's at thenewsjunkie.com. Speaking of the website, a new episode of the weekly Uncensored Secret Shows. You can unlock the world of secret shows because that will be dropping in just a bit today. If it's the weekend, go grab it and check it out over on thenewsjunkie.com. Jury duty coming up in just a bit here. I got some big updates on a bunch of stories we've been watching. So you know what? Let's do it. Let's go. Here we go. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass. You're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Jury duty brought to you by the one, the only Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. 800-CALL-MO, 800-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. If you get into an accident, he's the guy who's going to help you out. He's going to fight these insurance companies that are absolutely tough to deal with, and they'll try to take advantage of you. They really will. They'll try to get you to settle for way less than you deserve. That's why you need Mo. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 800-CALL-MO or justcallmo.com. Over to this person who was involved in and convicted of a school shooting back in 2000. And his name is Nathaniel Brazil. But now he's like a grown-ass man, and he's going to be released. And I don't know if I've ever seen a story like this. Like somebody who does that stuff gets sentenced and then is about to get out.
Isn't it because most school shooters are either neutralized or self-neutralized?
Yeah, I think that's true. Yeah,
Did he killed a teacher.
Yeah, he did. The story says, this is the story from WPTV. A shooting happened in the final minutes of the final day of the school before summer break at Lake Worth Middle School. Investigators say one shot was fired by a 13-year-old student claiming the life of beloved teacher Barry Grunno. It's been more than 25 years since the shooting. The shooter was ultimately convicted of second-degree murder and aggravated assault with a weapon without intent to kill. With less than 3 years left on his 28-year prison sentence, he's now coming out and speaking to the local media to talk about what he's going to do next. And like I said, it's kind of crazy to think of this. I guess this all started where he was approached over a water balloon fight that happened at school, and he ended up killing the teacher. But now he served his time almost, and he's going to be released. And it's like, damn, I never thought about this side of these things. This guy went in as a kid, a 13-year-old. Now he's a lot older than that. He's been in there for 25 years.
Could you imagine if you were one of the kids that pegged that dude with a water balloon, and you're like, oh my gosh.
I didn't think it would go this far. He's going to get out. He's going to get out here. Now he's a grown man. He spent the last 25 years since the shooting thinking about this. I want to hear from this guy. I know they talked to him at WPTV. That's an NBC affiliate in West Palm Beach. You know him. And they were the people who got to talk with this dude about his experience and what his plans are now that he's served his time and he's going to be released after all of this. Let's see what he said. Here we go.
Tonight, a story you'll see only on WPTV. 25 years ago, a student at Lake Worth Middle School killed a beloved teacher on the last day before summer break. It was almost unheard of in the year 2000, a school shooting. The young killer tried as an adult.
Is that true? It's 2000. Columbine was in the 90s?
Yeah.
Is that right? I feel like it's in the 90s, right?
Just not as often as it is in the 2020s.
No. It's become disturbingly much more popular to do this all these years later. Let me see if I can skip forward to the point where they're talking to this guy. They give the whole story, obviously, about this shooting that happened at his middle school, but now he's going to be released.
As an outrun death, the very thing that put him here.
It's almost over.
There he is.
Almost over.
I was 10 feet from the gun.
It was one shot. The police had the roadblock. I didn't know what was happening. Nervous?
I couldn't believe that it happened.
I heard a big bang. It happened in one of the classrooms. All these kids were crying and everything. When I saw the kids running out the building, I knew it was a gunshot.
It's crazy that they have all the footage and everything because it wasn't even. I mean, it's long ago. Like some of you weren't even born.
Do you see what's going on here with this footage?
What?
It's in such poor quality that they have to make it smaller on the screen because the resolution from 2000 doesn't seem that long ago, but it sucks.
Yeah, they've put it on a fake TV in the midst of the report. And now they're talking about the guy who is served his time after the school shooting is going to be released.
Nathaniel Brazil is opening up about the seconds that changed his life. A school shooting in the final minutes on the final day of class before summer break. He was just 13.
Damn.
It was an accident. It was not something that I woke up that morning with the intention of today is the day I'm going to do something bad.
Now, 39 years old, we sat down with
Crazy.
Brazil,
He's almost 40 now. He was 13 when he shot this teacher.
serving out the remainder of his time in a prison near Tallahassee.
I have come to look at everything that happens in my life, especially now, as preparing me for something better.
School surveillance tells the story.
Well, you get it. He's now saying like he's reformed. He wants a second chance. He wants to be able to prove to people that he could be more than just this, and he's served his time and he's ready to get out. What do you think? Let us know. Send us a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com or fire off an email to the show. Somebody sent an email and says, I'd like to be anonymous. Good afternoon. This person has been on local TV every night this week. The interviews are disturbing, says this anonymous person. No way should he be released. Well, I mean, look, he was sentenced. It's the way our justice system works, right? They get you with what they can get you. Then they sentence you. And then if you serve your time, you did the crime, you did the time. Then you're out after that.
I get like he's not being paroled. He's not being released on good behavior. Because I think if that was up for discussion, they would go, well, you're still sticking with this. It was an accident thing when you took somebody's life. But
I think he's not defining accident how we're used to. It wasn't his intention.
It sounded like he said, I didn't go to school that day like planning on doing this.
No, but he says somewhere in the story that he doesn't remember pulling the trigger. He thinks the gun just went off.
Okay.
Still
excusing himself?
You remember pointing it at your teacher?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is...
shot him right in the head.
The thing is, what are you going to do? He served his time. Now it's time for him to get out. And the amount of interviews seems like it's a bit much if that's really happening. But thank you, Anonymous, for the update. I appreciate that. What do you think? Tips, TIPS, at thenewsjunkie.com. When we come back... chat with somebody who's been in the headlines, a chat with somebody who's made some news this week, apparently. We'll see what she is up to, what she does for work, and I think it'll all surprise you. I'm interested to see what everybody's take on this is, and we'll speak with this person when we come back. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Traffic starting to pile up on I-4 westbound, getting through the city. There's some off-ramp backup there. Keep left to avoid those.
Hello?
That's causing some off-ramp backup from I-95.
You guys are saying nope, some of you. Nope on releasing this guy. You don't really have a choice, right? I mean, that's not how it works.
This report is sponsored by HCA Florida West Orange Emergency. HCA Florida West Orange Emergency in Winter Garden is now open 24/7.
Hey, quick question. Any suggestions for final songs?
HCA Florida Osceola Hospital.
I know there's something good that I'm missing. I know it.
Hey, do you need a new appliance before the holidays? Now is the time to start shopping. And here's my tip. Skip big box stores.
Look at my new fill light, huh? Huh?
From the moment you walk in,
You impressed? My new fill light is just, it's glorious. Very small, nice form factor.
will absolutely guide you to the right appliance for your
What's up to my light people out there? Shouts out.
And I'm confident that you will too. Visit southeaststeel.net.
I don't think he's getting parole. He's already served his sentence. Yeah, I think he got 25, 26, 27 years. Somewhere around there. So he's really just ending his time. It's just crazy to think like school shooter killed somebody, was sentenced, and now like enough time has gone by that we're at the end of that. It's crazy.
Never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation. Then take back control of your life. Enough is Orlando.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news if you're considering a reverse mortgage. Rates have improved again this week.
Brick House, happy birthday song. We could do the Beatles' birthday song. Dan says, in Norway, even murderers get a maximum 17-year sentence, I believe. Yeah, I think that's a mistake. I think that's terrible policy.
4 minutes from the end of this commercial break.
Okay.
I'm not sure exactly what Sean told you, but you will be live on the radio, so no terrible things. And you'll be Sean, who emailed you, is the host.
We're coming back with an interview in just a moment. This woman, see her down here on the grid.
Your name is what?
C-Lane.
How do you spell that?
She gets paid a ridiculous amount of money to do something, and it's probably going to bother you, okay?
A lot of people that listen think it's like C-Lane or something.
It's probably going to bother you how much money she makes to do something, all right? All right, let's see. Monkey Wrench, good one. Love it. Foo Fighters, baby.
Are we recording the video as well as the audio?
Yes. It'll be on YouTube, so if you want a copy of it, Sean can cut that for you when after the show sometime today.
Hang tight.
Let's go! On CW18, the NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs get even wilder.
Absolute chaos. My heart is pounding right now.
The title is up for the taking.
Survival is what it's all about in the playoffs.
And nobody
Contact me hard. Tippers are flaring.
is going down without a fight.
These guys are out of control.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs continue live from Charlotte, Saturday at 4:30, only on CW18.
We're following several breaking stories tonight.
WESH 2 News at 10 on CW18.
I'm Michelle Imparato. And I'm Jesse Pagan.
Covering breaking news across Central Florida, bringing you the latest facts to keep you informed.
New details are coming into the newsroom right now.
And preparing you for what's ahead.
Strong to severe storms moving in.
Michelle Imparato, Jesse Pagan, Darren Stoltzfus, and Chief Meteorologist Tony Manolfi. WESH 2 News at 10 on CW18. Local, live, late breaking.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Discover the new Buick SUVs in stock now at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1, Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeartRadio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeartRadio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, BILLS. 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 Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
They're best friends, unless they're fighting. Are they fighting? It's the news.
Where you're listening, no matter what station you're picking us up on, no matter where you are, we love you, we appreciate you. Learn more about the 3 best friends you never knew you had, going through the most viral stories of the day. And the website is thenewsjunkie.com. All right, Sabrina and Celine have no idea who we're about to be talking to here.
Oh, I do.
Just did you look this up already?
I have zero clue.
All right.
Well, she gave me a hint. She didn't know it was a surprise, so she kind of said...
Well, let's introduce the person we're talking to. This is Taylor Humphrey. And hi, Taylor. First of all, can you hear us okay?
Hi. Hey, Taylor.
Hey, guys.
There we
Thanks
go.
so much for having me.
Thank you for being with us. Taylor gets paid quite a bit of money, allegedly, Sabrina, for doing something that other people might look at and go, well, that seems simple enough. But no, she says that you're going to need her help to really get the perfect thing done for you. C-Lane just did this not that long ago, in fact. Any guesses as to what this could be? What she does? C-Lane could have used her help.
Masturbating?
It's not that. That's a good guess with C-Lane.
It wouldn't even be that.
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
C-Lane just did it not too long ago.
Yes. Yeah.
Is it? Did you buy a car?
No.
I would say it's about 2 years ago.
2.5. 2 years and
okay,
change.
baby related.
Yes. Now
So
you're
you
on the right
make
path.
babies, Taylor.
Well, she is this woman right here. There's a lot of stories about her this week. It says, meet the woman who will name your baby for $30,000.
I totally remember this story. All right, interesting.
This story says, Taylor Humphrey, a San Francisco-based baby name consultant, makes a living giving advice on the perfect monikers for the children of rich people. And first of all, is that accurate, Taylor? Is everything that I've read so far right?
So what I would love to say is that while I do offer a VIP service that, is a luxury service and is priced accordingly, the majority of my clients are regular everyday parents who are coming to me needing name help, and my prices start at $200. So I have packages. Most of my packages are around $1,500, but that $30,000 price point, we're selling newspapers here. So it is accurate, but it is, that would be like a smaller portion of my business. Most of the people that I work with are, just coming to me with needing like a little extra push to make that final decision on a name.
What's the difference between the $1,500 package and the $30,000 package?
Well, $30,000 is like, we're talking about, flying out to do in-person consultations, walking around the house, really getting a feel for the person's lifestyle and the vibe. Under this package, I call it baby naming branding.
Yeah.
So we're looking at the process of baby naming more from a kind of enterprise approach. So the clientele at that price point, they're probably making a public name announcement. And so we really want to make sure that name is
like
going
celebrity.
to build trust with whomever they are kind of serving.
You're talking about famous people. You're saying these are like the rich and famous folks, and they don't want to screw this up. Now,
Or it's going to be a famous baby branding.
One thing that's crazy is she will be brutal when people will tell her, like, hey, this is what I'm considering naming my baby.
Boring.
And she'll be like, bad, terrible, not good, not good. Like if I toss, how's this at you? Ready?
Yeah.
Jackson Lane.
Love it.
Love
Nice.
it.
Too. Good
It's
answer.
a perfect name.
Just saved
It
you
feels
30
very,
grand.
like, cowboy to me.
All right. Jackson Lane. It's a winner.
Cowboy.
All right.
All right,
What about this one?
Sean
Ready?
Wasson.
10 out of 10.
She already knows.
sounds like a name for radio.
Yeah,
there you go.
And a face for radio. Yeah.
she's email.
So how did you get into something like this? I mean, it's not necessarily a college course that I'm aware of.
Unfortunately, it's not, and I really wish that it was, because names really are important. I've never met someone without a name, so we all have one, and yet we don't talk about the importance of names. So I really do wish that there were more classes on onomatics and nomenclature in college. But yeah, I didn't study this in college. This has been an interest of mine since I was a little girl. I learned to read and write by going to the library and picking up these kind of old baby name books. And as you can see, this one is very pre-loved. For those who are listening on the radio, I'm holding up one of my favorite baby name kind of encyclopedias.
Oh, man.
And yeah, so I learned to read and write by going through these encyclopedias of baby names and picking out the names that I thought looked and sounded pretty and kind of writing them down. So that was when I was like 4, whenever you learn to read and write.
I got to tell you, I feel like people on a first date would think that you were throwing up so many red flags. You know what I mean?
So many red flags.
Yeah, like
red flags.
Like this woman will not stop talking about baby names. This is our first time going out.
Well, any woman talking about babies on the first date, that's the red flag
Not
part
when
there.
she's paying for dinner and she's a badass entrepreneur.
Well, Taylor,
Thank you. Thank you, Sabrina. I apprieciate that.
Taylor, you get big sums of money from rich people to name their kids, but what are the elements that make it a bad name when it's a bad name? Like if somebody you hear it and you're just like, oof, God, that is terrible. What makes it a bad choice?
So I have to be totally honest here. I love names. I feel like there are no mistakes in baby naming. A bad name is one that doesn't actually align with kind of like the values of the family that's choosing the name, if that makes sense. So I'm trying to think of a good example of that. But like if you're a staunchly like a very conservative religious family and you chose the name
Libtard.
Lucifer,
Oh,
like
yeah.
that
Okay.
would make sense.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
I personally don't like really controversial names.
What's the most controversial name you've ever heard?
I will say that this one was kind of tough. Someone came to me who every man on her husband's side of the family had been named Adolf.
Ooh, yeah.
So it was
And
going
her
to
great grandfather was.
Yeah. Well, I think no relation, but it is a German name, and it got passed down all this time. And this was going to be, I think, like the 6th or 7th generation. And so there was no question that this is what this little boy's name was going to be. So the question kind of was around what are the nicknames? Like, what are the options for nicknames? Like, what
That
can we
sounds
actually
like
call him out in the real world?
The perfect reason to hire somebody like her, because you find yourself in that
that's why a
weird
lot of
spot.
parents come to me. There are like these other kind of name conflicts going on. So a lot of parents come because there are established naming traditions. Maybe one parent isn't on board with that tradition, wants to buck the trend, and the other parent feels really, really wants to carry on that tradition. So that happens fairly frequently.
People are saying, aren't you just worried that AI can take your job in like 5 seconds?
Yeah, so I think that AI is a great tool for parents who need a little bit of extra help or want some personalized, suggestions.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is that I'm not so much focused on the name itself anymore. Certainly, when I first started this business, that was a huge focus of mine, was finding the right name. Now it's more about like the process of helping parents to make that final decision. Oftentimes I see parents who like really love a name, but for some reason they are trying to talk themselves out of it. Maybe a family member has already said like, oh, I hate that name, or oh, that's like a grandma name or a grandpa name. Like they'll say something disparaging, and so it really sours the parent on the name that they love the most. So there are conflicts around that. And now I view my job more as like someone who's kind of helping these parents navigate the kind of murky waters that they are trying to find their way through.
I just feel like maybe I'm an against the grain kind of guy sometimes, but I'm the one who wants to go like, every once in a while, can't we take a name back? Like if there was somebody and they were going to name their kid Charles Manson, it's been a long time, you're going to remember his name right off. You'd be like, oh yeah, Charles Manson. And then that person can reclaim the name moving forward. Is that not doable?
I think it's up to the parents. I totally defer to the parents on any choice if it comes to like reviving a name. Like I think that there are many names that we should be reviving. I was actually just having a conversation, oddly enough, about the name Lucifer, which means light bearer, right? It has like this really beautiful meaning. And on average in the US, I think about 5 to 7 boys are named Lucifer in any given year.
Huh.
So
that many?
A name that people are choosing. It's very unpopular, obviously very controversial, but it is a beautiful name. So I mean, I wouldn't necessarily recommend that. I mean, it's not something I would recommend to my family.
I would say that this seems like wasteful or something, but then I would think about what celebrities do name their kids sometimes. And I think they name their kids like Apple and,
symbols, but you don't even know how to read.
Yeah. Like Elon Musk kids are just like a combination of X's and Z's, I think.
I love a unique name. And, it's something I will catch someone's name. I think about it. I'm like, oh, that would be cool for a baby name in the future. And then you have a discussion with your partner, and it's like, no, but that was that girl that I went to college with, and she threw up in my car. So that ruined the name. So considering all the names in your entire career, could you name your top 3 names right now?
My personal top 3 for my own children?
Yeah, sure. I
didn't hear the full question.
What are your top 3 names, considering all the names that you've been through?
Right now, I don't know what this is. I'm in a phase right now where I love mag names. So like Magnus, love it. It's grand. It's bold. I love Magdalena. I just think that's like a gorgeous biblical name. And then Margaret. So Maggie, Margaret. I just think it's traditional. It's timeless. It's just so kind of delightful.
What about Dolores as a middle name for a man? Is that something? Yeah.
Yeah. I have never heard that one. Never heard it used for a man before.
Yeah, it's rare. It's rare.
It's really rare. Do we have someone with that middle name amongst us right now?
I've just heard there's rumors going around is a guy with a middle name Dolores, and people think less of him for doing that and that being his name. I think I celebrate it. I say it's fantastic in every way. And,
I think that if you look back at like Roman times, the most beefy masculine names ended in S. So why not Dolores? I think reclaim that as a masculine name.
We'll call you Sean's and Chris's.
It ends in CE, the Dolores, this guy's. Yeah,
You know how to spell Dolores.
It's just different. It's
So it's
different.
not
Please.
There she is, Taylor Humphrey. She is from San Francisco. And if you want the great name, the one that's going to change your kid's life for the better, this is who you go to, all right? She's the one who gets paid big bucks for this. Where can people follow you, Taylor Humphrey?
Instagram at What's in a Baby Name, and TikTok at What's in a Baby Name Doula.
All right, there we go. Thank you so much. We appreciate
this
you.
was awesome.
Have a great weekend.
Thank
Enjoy
you. It's so
yourself.
nice meeting you all.
There she goes.
Bye-bye.
Taylor Humphrey. $30,000 name a baby. I mean,
That's
Hello,
crazy.
Can you guys, every guest gets it? Good God.
Yeah, we're clapping. $30,000 name a baby is unhinged, but there's people with so much money that they'll do it.
Yeah.
What?
You know
What?
that's for her higher end clients.
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, it's for the dumb people who otherwise would have named their kid like, what's Jason Lee's kid's names? Don't they have
Sean,
like some
I thought.
disturbing names? No, it's not Sean. Although Sean has really hit the wall, I think.
I wanted to ask her what spelling like she preferred of the Sean.
Oh, of all of them? Oh, clearly she would say SHAWN, I think, right? She's still there.
Taylor. You want to ask her?
Magnus.
Taylor,
I'm still here. I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. Let me weigh in on this.
of all the Sean options, SHAWN, SHUN, yeah.
Spelled with an AWN is, it really is awe-inducing.
All right, we're done.
And the other one's E.
We're done. All right, thank you. We appreciate you, Taylor. Have a great weekend. There she goes.
Yeah, you too.
All right,
Bye.
quick break. We're back with you and your thoughts in just a moment. Join us on the show, tips at thenewsjunkie.com, TIPS at thenewsjunkie.com. All that coming up next on The News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
The ramp's blocked from I-95 northbound to International Speedway Boulevard. You're going to get caught up in some slowdowns on I-75 northbound once you get off that Florida's Turnpike exit there on the major roadways. You're going to start running into some familiar delays this afternoon, so travel with caution. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by HCA Florida West Orange Emergency. HCA Florida West Orange Emergency in Winter Garden is now open 24/7. Visit HCAFloridaHealthcare.com. This emergency department is part of HCA Florida Osceola Hospital, not an urgent care center. Services billed at hospital rates.
Hey, maybe Sean's right. Maybe the hurricane season is coming to a close and we will have beat this thing. Or maybe we have to worry about this thing that they're watching in the tropics. We don't know. But if that right storm comes and it heads right through the center of Florida, we might find ourselves in an uncomfortable situation where the power goes out and you're sitting around waiting for that grid to come back. But if you had a solar system and battery backup from Solar Installers of Florida, your lights stay on, your fridge stays cold, your family's safe and comfortable. Solar Installers of Florida designed solar systems built for Florida homes, complete with battery storage, meaning lower bills all year long. Reliable backup power when storms roll through, and while others wait for the utility company to come through and hook everything back up, your home keeps running. So don't wait until the storm is on the radar. Call Solar Installers of Florida today. Call 407-777-5050. Let them know C-Lane from the News Junkie sent you. You'll save $500 on your quote. 407-777-5050. Excuse me, 777-5050, or visit solarinstallersofflorida.com.
Do you need a new appliance for the holidays? Here's my tip. Skip the big box stores and head to Southeast Steel Appliance Warehouse. From the moment you walk in, you'll know you're dealing with the true appliance experts. Visit southeaststeel.net or stop by 63 West Amelia Street in downtown Orlando. Trust me, at Southeast Steel, you get the best deal.
Get ready to crank it up. Oktoberfest is taking over Orlando Harley-Davidson October 16th through the 19th. 4 days of nonstop action, daily entertainment, live music, and kicking it off with a free hog roast. You can cool off at the Bikini Bike Wash, vendors throughout the parking lot, and roll into the...
Hey, folks.
October 16th to the 19th, right off I-4. We're ready. Are you?
Go Mike activated. What do we think? Is it absolutely unhinged to pay somebody to name your baby? Is it unhinged? Is it something that you would go like, hey, that's taking the personal touch of me coming up with this name? out of the equation. For her, I say get the money, man. People want to pay you money for stuff? Get the money. Can you pay her $30,000 to name Skull Mike? Wait, is there a better name than Skull Mike? I don't think so. She should start a church and really grift? True. Some people probably know that they're bad at naming babies. I think some people are horrific at it. There is truth to that. But I also do agree with one of you who made the comment, if you can't name your baby, you probably shouldn't be having a baby to begin with. A little Friday distraction. A little chit chat about something other than politics for 5 seconds. Other than some crazy controversy. My daughter changed her name as an adult. I'd be pissed if I paid all that money. You know, I've never thought about it that way, actually. Would I be hurt that somebody who I named changed their name? Like if Dylan was like, nope, it doesn't feel right. I don't want to be Dylan. I want to be Rapunzel. And he becomes Rapunzel Wasson, and he ditches the Dylan name. Would it hurt my feelings? Now, I didn't come up with a name, but, still probably would be hurtful. I would be hurt if any of my kids changed their names. I put a lot of effort into that. Name your own baby. Don't be a lazy parent. It does sound a little bit lazy. You just roll a dice. Pick a name. You pay her $30,000 and she comes back with Brad. The Smith family is seeking somebody to name their child. John Smith. What do you think? If I were her and I just started stacking up so much money, I'd start fucking with people big time. The Simpson family? The Simpson family? I think we should look in to a Renthal James Simpson. We should look into it. Anthony family? Well, have you thought? Casey Anthony? Does that sound nice? Have a nice ring to it? My name is Fireball Lawson. I don't even want to know where that comes from. You drinking a lot of Fireballs lately, buddy? It's ridiculous, bro. Come on. Well, I mean, it is and it isn't. Like, people do all kinds of weird stuff and other people pay them for it. Some people fart in jars. Some people post their feet online. You probably do something. Take the money if you can make it. That's the 1995 option. Yeah, like the website has, here's your 1995 option, Anthony family. It's Casey Anthony. Would you like to upgrade your naming package? That's the upsell, baby. 1 minute and we're coming back. I'd be pissed if I was named Lucifer. I don't know. I think you could embrace it, maybe. Little Urkel loves his name. True. Urkel is a banger name. We're coming back.
College football, the NHL, and NBA preseason moves are underway. From scores and reactions to interviews and hot takes, it's all at your fingertips on the iHeartRadio app.
Appreciate you taking my call, guys.
Lock in with your favorite teams with play-by-play, podcasts, and local stations where you can react and join the conversation. Sports on iHeartRadio, where fans live it.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, BILLS. 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 Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
If you're not confused, you are not paying attention. This is the News Junk.
Honestly, it is fantastic to be spending time with you. Hope all is well in your world. But even if it's not, we're here to go through the most viral things on planet Earth. Learn more about the show at thenewsjunkie.com. You know, one story that kind of set me sideways a little bit. I don't know if you guys saw this at all, Celine and Sabrina, but there's the story, obviously, that you've seen without a shadow of a doubt about the attack on that church, the Mormon church in Michigan.
Right.
And we've seen, you know, the motivations of this guy. Like, apparently he really, because of an ex-girlfriend, really hated Mormon people and targeted them and put IEDs in his vehicle, whether they were real or fake, and just did this horrific thing. But one of the stories that came out of the center of that was so crazy to me. And I'll bring this up because it just kind of stuck with me afterwards. And this is the story about a woman who is still alive because of what happened at that church. This woman says she spoke with the Michigan church shooter in the middle of the attack.
What?
Right? So, like, he crashes his truck into the church. He comes inside. He starts shooting at all these people and stuff. And in the middle of it, she stops and just starts talking to him. What? And he let her live. And I thought,
how? What was the conversation?
So she talks about this. Lisa Lewis is her name, a woman who was in the Michigan church when her father and 3 other people were killed. So she lost people inside this church as this attack was going on. She said she and the gunman locked eyes during the chaos, and she was able to, quote, look into his soul, seeing his pain and a feeling of being lost. She said, and stack this on the pile of people who have recently done this, she instantly forgave him with my heart. Now, Lisa Lewis, I'm going to stop you for a moment here. I thought it was a little bit, like, maybe too much, even for Charlie Kirk's wife a week later to be like, I forgive you for shooting my husband in the throat for the grave sin of speaking words you don't like. I thought it was a little crazy when somebody in This Week in Florida, C-Lane segment, had said that they forgive the person who killed their loved one that they were being facing the death penalty for. I think that stuff is a little, like, it's just better than me. It's better than me. If you wish me the worst, boy, do I wish you the worst back. That's just how I'm built. And I think that sometimes, like, it seems hard to believe that people actually feel this way. But if you instantly forgave this man in the middle of the shooting, he wasn't even done. He does not deserve your forgiveness, my friend. But she thought so. She said, he let me live, the 45-year-old said. A photo of her handwritten statement she wrote was also posted online. She said, fear breeds anger. Anger breeds hate. Hate breeds suffering. If we could stop the hate, we could stop the suffering. But stopping the hate takes all of us. It's nice to say, nice words, but I don't know if that really means.
She said, fear breeds anger.
Mm-hmm. Anger breeds hate.
All right. Anger breeds hate.
Breeds suffering.
It's a lot of breeding.
This is a Yoda quote.
Is it? It's from Star Wars.
Is it really?
Fear breeds anger. Anger
breeds
hate.
Hate breeds suffering. And it sounds a little Star Wars-esque.
Try.
So she said that she was kneeling next to her father, Craig, 72 years old, when the shooter approached and asked her a question. She said, I never took my eyes off his eyes. Something happened. I saw pain. I felt lost. I felt he was lost. I deeply felt it with every fiber of my being. I forgave him right there, not with my words, but in my heart. I saw into his soul, and he saw into mine, and he let me live, she said. Very weird. Very, very strange. And I mean, like, to have people who love you and that you love, obviously, die in an attack like this, I am not going to pass judgment on this woman and how she wants to react to it. But I don't know. You will never know. We'll never know why this guy didn't actually end up taking her life when clearly he could have. But you see these stories pop up from now and again. The bigger question that I want to throw out to you is, if you were in a situation like this, if you were in any of these horrific situations that we've seen in the news, would you be somebody who forgave like this? Let us know what you think. Send your dispatches over at thenewsjunkie.com.
It's very,
or send an email to thenewsjunkie.com.
Very close.
What's the Yoda
Fear
one?
is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering.
Oh, God. It's very
I
close.
just replaced it with greed.
Yeah.
That sounds like Fozzie Bear. It really.
Waka.
If you play that and picture Fozzie Bear, that's what I'm getting from that. But that's actually from the movie, I'm imagining. Anyhow, this woman says she spoke with this Michigan church shooter and he let her live. What would you have done? Unbelievable story coming out of Michigan in the wake of this terrible incident. We'll get to your thoughts. In fact, we can work in a dispatch or two, I think. Why not? Let's see what we got here. Here is somebody talking about the woman we had on the show who gets paid big money, I guess, to name babies, $30,000 a pop. This person is talking about having kids and bouncing back, though. So let's see. I'm not a hippie with a comment.
Yeah, speaking of having kids and bouncing back very quickly, there's a WNBA player right now. Her name is Cheyenne Parker-Tyez. She had her second kid back in July, was already back on the court in September, and now tonight she's playing in the WNBA Finals.
Damn.
Now that's a quick bounce back.
He's talking about the Mortal Kombat mom.
Yeah.
Is he? Yeah, he's talking about the
Okay.
woman who had the baby
Yeah.
and then 5 days later won a Mortal Kombat tournament.
And it said that she had a C-section too, the WNBA lady?
Yeah.
No. I don't know. Is that what he said?
This lady, her name is Cheyenne Parker-Tyez, and he said she had her second kid. She was already back on the court in September, like less than a month later. And now...
Because C-section essentially takes those muscles and moves them aside. So the rehab for that is more than a month, I understand.
I mean, it's crazy.
It hurts just thinking about it.
There's a lady in my neighborhood, and we were watching, we see them, this couple walking around all the time, too, just like Courtney and I will go out. And this couple, the woman was just very obviously pregnant. And you'd be like, oh my God, she's going to have a baby at any moment, this lady. And then we don't see her for like 2 or 3 days. And then after 3 days, we saw her and her husband, I'm assuming, with the newborn baby in the stroller, pushing it around the neighborhood. And she's just like, Jesus Christ. And what the human body can do and bounce back from, with women giving birth in particular, it's just absolutely stunning to me.
The WNBA woman returned to the court 9 weeks after giving birth. So I'm assuming probably not a C-section, but...
Natural.
That's crazy. All right, tell us what you think. Let us know. Send us a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. Real quick, speaking of basketball, I teased this, so let me pay it off. Remember Brittany Griner? Of course you do. Mm-hmm. She was in Russia. She got arrested apparently with some weed vape pens or something, and then it turned into an international incident. Not really getting a lot of attention, but there's a U.S. basketball player in the same situation right now. Jared Shaw, Jarred Shaw. He is a basketball player who's been playing in Indonesia, and he went down to the lobby of his apartment complex to pick up some cannabis gummies that he had ordered. He says he has Crohn's disease, and that's why he ordered them. And when he arrived to get his weed gummies, so did 10 undercover police officers. They took him in and arrested the 35-year-old from Dallas, Texas. He's currently facing the death penalty.
Yeah. How did he get those mailed to him?
I don't know. For weed gummies, he's facing the death penalty. He says, I use cannabis as a medicine. I have Crohn's disease, and he lives in Thailand in the off-season. Cannabis is subject to more liberal laws, but then he was trying to get it imported, I guess, to Indonesia. I I think, and maybe that's what
death
happened.
Penalty. That's a lot.
That's wild.
Is that not something where the embassy comes into play?
Well, yeah, it would, but and maybe they don't want it to be a big deal like it was, because then it becomes like a major international incident.
If they're putting someone
trade?
to death for gummies, then yeah, I think that should be a big deal.
Well, yeah, but then they go, what do we do? Do we trade a bunch of people for him like we did with Brittany Griner? I guess, right? Like,
does do we have anybody that Indonesia wants?
I would imagine. He says he has health reasons for doing all this, and he says, I've never been through anything like this. It's the lowest point of my life. I'm in a dark mental place. Yeah, of course you are. I would be too in that circumstance. I'd be freaking out. But yeah, I mean, this guy now is facing life in prison or the death penalty in Indonesia for these cannabis gummies that he had sent to him.
He ordered 132 gummies.
That's a lot.
I mean, Crohn's disease doesn't go away, but that is a lot of gummies. And he calls it a stupid mistake.
Yeah. Imagine also that basketball court if he didn't have his Crohn's under control.
Well, I can tell you that without a doubt, there are people, and they did this with Brittany Griner too, that are like, you go to those countries, you know the laws of those countries. Mm-hmm. Too bad. Too bad. You knew that you couldn't have these marijuana gummies. You knew the laws in that country, but you went to that country and did it anyways. With Brittany Griner, there was a lot of people who felt that way. I don't know how you feel, but let us know. Send us a dispatch or email over at thenewsjunkie.com. All right. When we come back, we'll do the final dispatch, the stories that didn't make the cut. And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Friday. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
You can call me Puzzle Master.
Definitely not going to do that.
How about Big Daddy?
The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Odoo.com Weather Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast. And for Central Florida for our Friday, we are going to be expecting some scattered downpours along with an isolated rumble of thunder or two. Plan for a 50% chance of rain with highs only warming into the mid-80s as we head into our Saturday and Sunday. Increasing chances of scattered heavy rain and storms. This will be a very soggy setup, so just be sure to double check the forecast and radar before you make any sort of outdoor plans. Otherwise, for next week, we'll start to dry things back out. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by HCA Florida West Orange Emergency. HCA Florida West Orange Emergency in Winter Garden is now open 24/7. Visit hcafloridahealthcare.com. This emergency department is part of HCA Florida Osceola Hospital, not an urgent care center. Services billed at hospital rates.
Did you know that mortgage guy Don does home equity lines of credit? Yep, it's a way to unlock your equity while keeping your super low 2, 3, or 4% rate intact on the first mortgage. Get cash out for home improvements, debt consolidation, weddings, back taxes, a baby naming doula. And unlike the corner banks, that mortgage guy Don has HELOC options as low as...
Rock and roll, baby. I gotta be real with you about something. I didn't want to do this, but I'm doing it. Thank you. I just wanted to say thank you. If you were here for one segment or all week long, thank you for hanging out with this show. Take a moment of time, subscribe over on YouTube. Give us a follow if you're on Twitch. Hit that like button on the stream on YouTube. All of that is greatly appreciated. It's time now to rate the show out of 10. 10 out of 10 is a winner. 1 out of 10 is a loser. Rate the show. All right. Hang on. Yikes. Yikes. 8.8, 7.8, 10 out of 10, 9.3, 4, 5, 6. 10.1, baby. 420 out of 10. Boom! Doing it. 420 out of 10. That's a winner. Did you really say good luck to the future Tyler Robinson, Sean? Excuse me? What now? 10 out of 10 would recommend. Wow, thank you. Thank you, folks. Let's think who's going to be our chatter for the week. And I'm going to go get Taylor.
$150 in bonus bets after your first $5 bet hits. Somebody say hit? Whoa, Ray Lewis. We were just saying if your bet hits. You know I love a good form tackle. We know, Ray. We know. Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Blow with us. New players bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Payable bonus bets, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 and up and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Top reasons your career wants you to move to Ohio. So many amazing growth opportunities, high-paying jobs in technology, advanced
Smells fantastic in there.
life sciences, and more. You'll soar to new heights.
Just smells clean. You know what I mean?
Even Neil Armstrong.
It just smells clean. Do you know what I mean?
Yours can too. A job that can take you further and a place you can't wait to come home to. Have it all in the heart of it all. Launch your search at callohiohome.com.
Okay, we have 2 minutes. Who is our chatter of the week? That's the big question. Who is it? You know what? That's that. She's a true force. She is the most amazing person that exists on YouTube. She is the person that sometimes has to smack you around a little bit. Loved by some, hated by others, loved by all. What am I talking about? They said she couldn't do it. Tanya over on YouTube. Tanya is our chatter of the week. My God, is she fantastic. The best of the best. God bless everybody. Thank you for your time. We'll see you next week. Have a great weekend. Have a great weekend.
The free iHeartRadio app makes your car radio jealous.
Live radio presets, lyrics for songs, and the most podcasts on the planet.
Plus, it all fits in your pocket.
Your car radio can't do that.
Make sure the free iHeartRadio app is on your smartphone now.
The #1 app for radio.
Cue the easy button because it's almost easy deal days at Staples. Starting October 5th, enjoy 7 days of savings on over 1,000 products online and in your local Staples store. From tech, chairs, luggage, and more. Get a sneak peek of all the deals at Staples.com. Staples, that was easy.
Save every day at Headquarter Hyundai. We've dropped prices on acres of new Hyundais. Visit headquarterhyundai.com.
Documenting and contributing to the decline in American culture. This
A good time hanging out with you. What a week. What a week. What a time to be alive. Always something exciting going on around here, and that's why you follow along, probably. So if you're new, today's the day to lock on and learn more about the show over at thenewsjunkie.com. All right, what do we have on the way out? So many things to get to here.
Our final song for the new people listening. We do that final number every Friday.
Yep. And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3, 4. Bye.
Bye.
It's a short song. It is. People have said before as an insult that it's a short song, but
but it gets the point
I never let it get to me though. As the writer, as the composer of that song.
Yeah.
It's less controversial than that birthday song for sure. So
I'm not
we got
doing
that
it.
going for us. Okay,
I thought you
let's
meant
see.
my birthday song.
No.
Yours is also quite controversial. I can't imagine you singing that to a child.
The other one in the news this week, really, but I can't believe this. And now the only question is, how annoying is this going to be? We don't have a Diddy verdict yet. We have a verdict, but we don't have a sentence because today is the day that Diddy's going to be sentenced.
You know what it is.
I mean, it's probably 5 minutes after the show.
All I've seen is that he's going to address the judge.
Uh-huh.
And that him and his children were weeping in the courtroom.
They said he put together an 11-minute video as a pitch for the judge. So, the video shows him at, all his charity events and things that he's done over the years. And,
11 minutes compared to the hours of freak-off footage.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be tough.
Yeah, the most interesting thing about this to me is waiting, and you may now have already heard the sentencing for Diddy. It's in such an interesting spot.
Well, we have 9 minutes left. So it'll be 10 minutes till the sentencing.
You're right there. The craziest thing is people want this guy to get this very significant punishment. He could get up to 20 years. The prosecution
11 was the max.
No, the prosecution asked for 11.
They're asking for 11. 20 is the max. I don't want him to get a lot of time for this. I think he should get time for some of the other terrible things that he's done, but that's not how the justice system is supposed to work.
That's where the problem lies, because I think they tried to get him with all these charges, and all they really got him with, not to really run it down, but it doesn't seem like that big of a deal, is prostitution across state lines. And personally, when I think about crimes and punishments, I don't think that the punishment for being convicted of prostitution across state lines should be 20 years. I think that's crazy.
We had that survey earlier this week about, more men think prostitution should be legal than women. Would you mark yourself among the men who think that prostitution as a job, by the free will of the woman or man doing it, should be legal?
It's so tough because in some ways it's always going to lead to some bad outcomes for people. But because people are going to do it anyways, I would rather it be safe for the mostly women who engage in it. And I would be fine with it. Yes. I think this is adults doing adult things most of the time. But everybody doesn't look at Diddy and think about that. They think about the video of him beating the hell out of this woman.
Yeah.
They think about all the women who came forward and said how horrible he was in treating them. They think about him going after and intimidating people who are either potentially on the jury or witnesses or people like Kid Cudi. He's a bad dude. He's all around a bad dude.
Yeah, already scheduling himself for speaking engagements.
That's bold.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't scream remorse to me.
Yeah, because he doesn't care. He doesn't really care. He's not going to change.
So throw the book at him.
Yeah, he's going to be the same dude that he always is. So it's like a struggle for me when I go, the proper sentence, because he was only convicted of these crimes, is not that much time. But everybody wants to see him sent away for a long time because he is that bad of a person. So it's really an interesting one.
And will he manage to not get involved in this, but have, be more careful about it in 10 years?
There's a 0% chance in my head that he's not going to afterwards be like, the justice system did me wrong, and I never did anything wrong, and I was railroaded by them. There's just no way that he's going to say I'm a better man now, and I did something wrong. He's not that guy. He's a bad dude, narcissist, and all of those things.
He thought he told you that he won't stop. Just remember that.
My gut tells me I feel like the judge will probably, because he served a year already, Diddy has. I feel like the judge will probably not find it significant enough just to do time served. I feel like he might get a little bit extra. I could see the judge saying the sentence is 16 months, 18 months, whatever. So it's not that he gets out immediately, but he won't be behind bars for too long. Right. So people won't think it was too lenient. But
it's happening.
Is it?
No. That's what I would have said had it been on time.
It's not going to happen. It's going to happen right after the show. It really is.
I mean, the moment I hit the button to go to break, it will happen.
Yeah. You're going to hit the button, and it's almost like your button to go to the commercial break will be firing off the news graphics on CNN.
That's like, you know the hurricane's bad because Waffle House is closed. The prosecutors know when to give the news of any sort of famous case is when the news junkie's off the air.
It's happening. That's what's going down, like it or not. So we'll see how it rolls out. Maybe it gets dragged on to Monday. There is a potential of that happening. But regardless, we'll have a whole lot more for you and everything going viral on Monday on the show. A couple emails on the way out. Big Mark says, bring it home, junkies. My third baby mama is about to, and we were thinking about naming the baby one of these. These are the two names that he gives up.
All right.
Ladonavid or Jacarius are the two names that they're going for.
I like Ladonavid.
Wonder what the baby lady would think of those. I don't know, but I didn't realize, folks, I didn't tell C-Lane or Sabrina about this woman who was in some of the headlines because it was just a silly chat at the end of the week to have a distraction from all the other craziness going on. And I didn't think about it at all. But C-Lane's doing the tech setup with her. And then C-Lane goes, you're going to be talking to Sean. You've been emailing with him. And you're going to be talking with Sabrina as well. She'll be on the show. And you'll be talking with me. My name's C-Lane. And she's like, your name's what?
I remember her saying that. Like, I could hear what she was saying.
She got obsessed.
Like, how do you spell that?
I'm like, why is she so worried about it? I'm like, oh, she's a name person.
And then she goes, oh, okay, I had never heard a name like that before. And as a baby naming, expert or however she described herself, I was like, I would have, it's very rare that I hear a new
celebrity
one.
names for baby C-Line.
That'd be the greatest.
Pay $30,000 for that.
All of a sudden, somebody comes out with a C-Line. They're like, she's like, there was an epiphany to me.
That's a fun baby name, too. Epiphany.
Epiphany. Damn it. I made it so far through the week, and then right here. Epiphany hits me right at the end. All right. Oh, well, we're done. We're done. We don't even need to do any final dispatches, I don't think. Let's just get the hell out of here.
We do. I mean, we have some time to kill.
Do we?
Yeah, if we went to break, we'd throw everything off, especially for the next show that's going to have the Diddy verdict and sentencing.
Well, we could do Today I Learned, I guess, right?
All right, cool.
All right, here we go. Let's do that.
Oh, what's happening?
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
Epiphany. I should just use dumb words. Why use many words when few words do trick? That's the easiest way around this. Today I Learned Friday. Today I Learned for a Friday, October 2nd, 2025. I'm going to drag my corpse across the finish line now, if you don't mind. Today I Learned this television show.
Every time. Teenage Mutant Power Rangers. Power Rangers.
What? You guys see what I'm doing here? This is the clue. Ready?
Batman. Baby arm guy.
I'm a vampire.
Oh.
You don't see that? It's like...
No.
That's what a vampire does, literally. They
I saw
cover
your
their
blood.
face.
That would be a good clue.
Well, I didn't want to make it too obvious. It's Buffy the Vampire Slayer, all right? The 90s to early 2000s icon Eliza Dushku was inundated with fan mails from prisoners due to her portrayal of Faith on the TV show Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Last name Dushku?
Dushku. Yeah. Eliza Dushku.
Got it.
Dushku. I wonder how she would feel about that name. You just try it. That's a very vampire. Yeah. See, I think vampire right away. That's what I think. All right, fine. We're out of here. Today I learned this band right here.
Foo Fighters?
The Foo Fighters. That's correct. The Foo Fighters, for their 2011 tour, submitted their tour writer or performance agreements as 50-page coloring books, complete with a word search and a maze. None of this matters.
That would be a hot ticket item to get a copy of.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, it was a collector's item for sure. All right, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We're back on Monday, same time, same place. Miss any of the show, get the